We'll go for England-based players that are rejects.
But Mr. Wint, by the way, what I read said he never had an agreement with Leon to call Kai.
Yo, people, welcome back to another edition of the Reggae Boyz Weekly. Big up on yourself, people. That was the man himself, Kyle. But like Dicanio, why free? Yeah. What you say? The breakup.
Yeah, man, some day one.
Yeah, man. People, big up on yourself, big up on yourself. Welcome back to the Reggae Boyz Weekly. Respect for the continuous support, people. Yesterday's live stream was a good live stream, so we're back here once again. Going to discuss the Reggae Boyz. Going to talk about Shamar Nicholson, Butler, and nepotism at Vere United surrounding the son of Craig Butler, Butler, who recently came out of retirement. Also going to touch on the Jamaica Football Federation and the National Stadium, as there's an ongoing issue surrounding not so much the National Stadium, but JFF and the government surrounding the stadium. And we have some other things that I want to discuss as well. So before we get into the discussion, people, make sure to smash the like button, hit that subscribe button, and leave your thoughts below in the comment section. And before we get into the show, people, also stick around for the star of the week. At the end of the show, we will reveal who the star of the week is. And by that time as well, people, you can leave your thoughts in the comment section who you think will be the star of the week. But before we even play the intro, people, just so that the video can be more visible, smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. Stop what you're doing and just smash the like button so we can have a proper show today, because we have enough things to talk about. Shamar Nicholson was on a live stream today, and he discussed some things as well. So I want to get into that and share our opinions and thoughts surrounding what Shamar Nicholson had to say in that live stream. Big up to Boza as well, really transparent in the discussion that he was having. So without further ado, let me just play the intro.
No matter where you do, you know, say that we can't stop. We stand up and salute down to the yellow, the green, the black, and make them know.
Yes, people, and as we said, stick around for the star of the week at the end of the show. So let me get into it, people. And one more thing, people, before we get into it, let me just take this off screen, and I have one more thing I need to do before we get into the show.
England-based players that are rejects.
But Mr. Wint, by the way, what I read said he never had an agreement with Leon to call Kai.
Yes, people. So before we get into the Butler discussion, I'm going to kickstart it off with the Jamaica Football Federation. So the General Secretary, Dennis Chung, did a recent interview with the Jamaica Observer, and the headline was "Cut Us Some Slack." So JFF wants government to reduce rental charge for the National Stadium. So in this article, Dennis Chung, General Secretary of Jamaica Football Federation, wants the government to reduce the rental cost or even grant free usage for the National Stadium for hosting international matches. He went on to state that he said that it cost the JFF over $2 million to rent the National Stadium from the Jamaican government, owned Independence Park Limited, the operators of the facility. Chung noted the case of fellow Caribbean country Trinidad and Tobago, where national teams are given free access to Hazley Crawford Stadium by the government for commercial use. They are only required to cover the cost of using the lights at the facility. Now, I'm not going to really get too deep into the article itself, because I think we all know where Dennis Chung is coming from surrounding his opinion on this situation, or his statement surrounding National Stadium. Now, in terms of my opinion, people, and obviously I'm going to get Dicanio for chime in as well. I think that there should be an initiative in place or something in place that grants the national team free usage of the national stadium for at least, once out of the year or whatever, once or twice out of the year. Get me saying, anytime Jamaica have home games, if the JFF could pocket that extra $2 million, then I think that would be good. You know what I'm saying? Or even if it's not free usage, then I think that they should be paying at a reduced cost, because at the end of the day, the national team, the football team, they're representing the country on a national level as well as on a global level. You know what I'm saying? In terms of your opinion, Dicanio, what do you have to say about this?
I think that is just utter rubbish, brother.
From who?
Like the fact that a national team's federation isn't the country one.
Yeah.
As you said, players are representing the national, they're representing the nation. So why should the federation be paying money to rent the stadium? Like, it all boils back down to the fact that we need our own stadium. The country needs something we're designated to football, brother. You see me? We need somewhere that is designated for football. Look at little Nicaragua. Them have them artificial pitch. The crowd is nearby. That's a real football pitch. I still don't like going to the national stadium because you're so far away because of the distance from the track. You see me? And it's just become a norm in Jamaican football right now. For it to be like this. So yeah, we'll adapt to that, but at the end of the day, when you hear all of this, say you have to pay $2 million for any stadium per match or so, or per period. That's a load of bollocks, brother. You see me? Them supposed to worry about things other than that. It should be a given that when match a play at the national stadium, them go. You're not supposed to pay for that, brother. It's all a money making thing in this country. You see me? That's how I see it.
Well, my opinion would be different in the sense that I understand that that Independent Spark Limited, they have operation costs to cover. You know what I'm saying? So I think that the JFF as a governing body, they still have to, them have sponsorship, so they get money, right? People, them going to competitions, them get money from these respective competitions. So they have to use that money for something, right? Now, in my opinion, I think that if they're not being granted free usage, maybe once or twice out of the year, then I think that the government should cut the cost of the rental in which the JFF would have to pay Independent Spark Limited. I understand that they have to cover operational costs. I understand that they have to make a profit, etc., to sustain the national stadium. But this is the national team that is representing the country. But I also understand that, sports in Jamaica is not a priority of any respective government, whether it's the People's National Party or, the Jamaica Labour Party. They just don't care about it. And, they'll talk about, the funding isn't there, etc. But, nobody can sue me for this. The government, them JLP or PNP, them thief money, bro. Them thief money. You see me? I say, when the budget is being allocated, obviously, sports, them get for them money and then it trickle down into different respective sports across the country. But I think that the government can do a bit more, not only for the football team, but for teams in general that represents Jamaica at the global stage. We're on the brink of the World Cup qualifiers coming up next year. We'll have games at the national stadium, and even for those games, in terms of trying to qualify for the World Cup, people, the man, they must can say, when you go play that team, you have to pay the $2 million. And also in the article, it stated that the JFF, they have to provide $1 million upfront before them can even gain access to the national stadium. You get me, I say? So for me, I think that the government has to do more in terms of how them treat the national team. Not only the football team. It's not only about the football team, but any facilities that they have that different teams use once they represent the country. I think that, in terms of rental costs or even free usage, that, them can do something more surrounding that in itself. You get me? Yeah. I'm just like, you want to say something?
Yeah, I want to talk about this. So like that specifically you just talk about, there's a chase fund. Now, we spoke to Dr. Omar Davis, as you guys can see, those who never watched the video. We did speak to Dr. Omar Davis and also his brother Carlton Davis. We did an interview with those where we spoke about the chase fund. So the chase fund is basically, it's like a fund that they allocate money from taxes, specifically betting taxes. So when you buy a ticket at Just Bet, or you buy one ticket at Supreme Ventures and taxes come out of that tax goes directly into what is called a chase fund. Now, I'm going to remember what exactly the chase fund stands for, but it has something to do. The S stands for sports, the E stands for education, health day night as well. And a certain amount is allocated for sports in general. Now, we try to find out how much of that was directly allocated to football, and we weren't given that information. But that is also where funding is, and brother, millions of make on betting taxes, dog. Something must can come out at least a chase fund or something like that for take care of this, dog. You see me? You can't have a federation of ball, brother. That just not sit right with me. They are representing the country. You can't have a federation of ball, but prices as somewhere we have to use, brother, what the nation have to use to represent ourselves on an international stage. That doesn't sit right with me, dog. I don't see England, I don't see nobody a ball at England when them use Wembley, brother. You see me? I don't hear that, bro. So it's not gonna sit right with me, right? I said, that's just me.
No, definitely. And as I said, I know the national stadium, they're gonna go under renovation, etc., etc. And they've started already with the lighting situation. You know, them purchase some new lights for $20 million. Although it's like a trouble people, them say they want breaker issues. I understand they spent $20 million, and well, the lights itself, those are different than the electricals of the breakers and those stuff. You know, I understand that, but still, you invest $20 million, and it's like, you get me? I say, me just not understand that people. The man them still have lighting issues at the national stadium. I don't think that will come into play against Honduras. Hopefully not. But in terms of granting free usage of the national stadium, in the article it did state that Trinidad, they grant the national team free usage of the stadium, and you have multiple other Caribbean countries that they do that as well. And as we say, even if them not gonna grant them free usage of the national stadium, I think that the price should be cut for the Jamaica Football Federation in terms of renting the national stadium. You know, $2 million. All right, I'm not go through. I not personally want to throw it a figure out there if say, oh, it must be, you know, $1 million or whatever the cases are, 900,000. But it should be a cut price for the Jamaica Football Federation. I get me, I said, Dicanio? That's how I see it, you know.
Well, and I don't really. For me, it's not even a matter of cut price. To me, it just doesn't sit right. Say the federation of ball. You see me? When I think that's supposed to be a case, something's supposed to be started. It's not supposed to be a case where news is being reported by those publications that the federation of ball about prices. Them thing they for sort out, brother. You see me? So it's not that me I say it not be 2 million, but something just not sit right with me for no say we're at this level now in our football. We're a federation of ball about the pricing for rent the stadium. Like when I feel that's supposed to be happening, dog. You see me?
Duckland, big up yourself. Duckland says, so you say 2 million per match is a lot. So how much do you think it would cost to put it? How much do you think would cost to put it if the JFF was what? What do you say?
What's your style? How much people come my last match?
20,000.
Say around 17 grand. Zine. Now, some people go bleachers, some people, majority of people that go bleachers. Now, say we just use 15 bills. Zine, 15 bills times the 17 grand people over there at the stadium. That is minimum 25.5 million. Who get the 25.5 million? Where the 25.5 million there go? You see me?
Yo, do the match there again for me. Repeat.
And I say if a 15 bills, Zine, correct me if I'm wrong, so 15 bills per ticket just for bleachers alone. So let me just disregard the 5,500 we have for grandstand. And just think like the 15 bills are for everybody within the stadium. Right? And a 17,000. Right? Say for example, 17,000 people got the last match. They multiply 15 bills by the 17,000 people. That is 25 million Jamaican dollars. So where the money they are go to? YJ, where's that money? What is doing? Like where the money they are do? The money they where them get from just ticket sales alone for that game. And it's way more than that because only people go bleach grandstand too. And grandstand are 5,500. So way more money than that they will make special just last match alone. So why I don't understand why we need for a ball? Why the federation of ball? Like who the money they are go to? I'm gonna have to ring up some people for and ask them, brother. You see me?
What do you mean why the federation of ball? No, remember saying that the JFF they're still in debt, you know. So they have to save as every muckle, so them still have to save about money. But what I'm saying is, even if you're not gonna grant them free usage of the national stadium, I think there should be a cut price for not only the football federation, but any federation in the country. Once they're representing Jamaica, then I think that there should be initiatives or plans in place that they don't pay the price that a regular person play. Like, for example, you go keep a Vibes Cartel concert or a Chris Brown concert, you pay the full price. But if the national team are going to play against Argentina or Brazil at the national stadium, then I not expect, say, I not think it right for the JFF play the whole $2 million. You get me? I say, I don't think that's right, people. You know what I'm saying? Because they're the football team is representing the country on a global level. I'm gonna take some comments. Big up on yourself, people. Smash that like button. I'm gonna go back to Duckland comment. You get me? I say,
take comments. We have breaking news. So we have an update right now from a valid source. So we'll just see Eddie Vision post an update. So Joshua Anglin has been called up to the Reggae Boyz squad for the game against Honduras on Monday. Anglin has played 7 times for Jamaica, and his last appearance was March 2024 versus Trinidad and Tobago. So I'm not sure if there's a replacement, say Anglin are coming for somebody, or if he was just added. I'm not sure. But yeah, Joshua Anglin is expected to be called up for the Reggae Boyz game against Honduras on Monday. You see me?
all right. So Duckland, big up yourself. So Duckland says, so you say $2 million per match is a lot. So how much do you think it would cost to put if the JFF was only paying for the lights, water, and field preparation and clean up after a match, etc.? Well, I don't know, Duckland. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, Duckland. You get me? I say the man them must have a cut price if the man them are going to the national stadium. That's how I see it. I understand that they must cover operational costs. I understand that they must make a profit, etc., etc. But we're talking about the football team that's going to represent the country on a global basis. You get me? I say, so even when Jamaica go play the World Cup qualifying games and we go play 1 or 2, I think the government can say, instead of them paying the $2 million, them pay $1 million, or instead of them paying any money at all, them just get it for use freely and them just cover cost of cleaning up or whatever the case is. Them with the car. I don't think that would have hurt the JFF's pocket. I don't think pain is the issue. Them have the money. It's just that sometimes maybe them would want to see a back a look at $1 or $2. I get me? I say, Tajuan Jackson, big up yourself. The leader say, rent for stadium is a cost, security is a cost, etc. Well, it's also a cost in Trinidad and Tobago, but yet still the government gives them free usage. And let's not act like I would assume that the GDP of Jamaica is more than Trinidad and many other Caribbean countries in the region. Jamaica, yes, it's not like the richest country in the world, but it's not like we're broke. You know what I say? And that's what I say. I don't feel no government can sue me. The government, them thief up money. Let's be honest, people. The government, whether it's JP or PNP, them thief money. You get me? I say, where's that money going? St. Lucia? I don't know. It's me. I just feel like personally the money can do a bit more. Big Baller said that is why the team now upgrade because of them thing. Yeah. No man, that not nothing for do the team, man. That not nothing for do the team, bad man. Is me? I say that not nothing for do the team. But moving on, still people. That's it surrounding the national stadium. Now, next thing we want to transition into, before we do that, people, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts in the comment section as well. Or before we move on, can I take one more comment? But as I said, Big Ball, I'm not think that have nothing to do with the team. The team is performing now, but not because the man them can cover costs to the stadium, etc. more while say the team must lose and them thing there. I say. But moving on now, people, I could get into the juicy subject right now. So I'll just play the clip one more time. Which one must draw for people? Which one must draw for Iron? Draw for that one.
About England-based players that are rejects.
Now I'm gonna start with Boza first, bro.
Oh, Boza? Alright. Yeah. 1 second, people.
Yeah, we just believe, bro. They get me. No matter nobody tell you, bro. When me go Slovenia, people I tell me say better me go USL, cause them never hear about Slovenia. You get me? I'm gonna go Slovenia, bro. And from the Slovenia, I'm telling you the truth, bro, for sure. Nobody never believe in Slovenia. I'm sure, bro. Watch out. That's what I'm sure, say, bro. I'm sure your life. I'm sure your life funny. So then I'm go Slovenia. Nobody never.
All right, people. So that was Shamar Nicholson today. It was on a TikTok live stream, and he spoke about the national team in terms of when he wasn't called up. Not for this window. Back when he used to play, when he was in the Slovenian league, and he was talking about how he used to score enough goal and thing. Have 10 goals a season and them thing. I never get a call up for the national team. He also went to talk about how he you have to believe in yourself. He paved that pathway for himself in terms of going to the Slovenian Football League when, as many people at that time, they never probably know about the Slovenian Football League. Enough people that say, go to the USL because it is probably an easier pathway. You're not going to get homesick as much when you go to, certain European countries, especially in deep Europe. But, Nicholson in the live stream did express that, when he go to Slovenia, I'm telling himself, say, but now fall back at Jamaica, come to the same Rima, come to the same Boy Stone or whatever the case is, so him tell himself, say, I have to make it in a life before me even step back foot in a Jamaica. You get me? I say, and Dicanio, you were watching the live stream as well. You have any thoughts surrounding what he had to say? Because he had a lot of things to say, and I think he was very, he said certain things that was very insightful, especially in terms of the development of players in Jamaica.
Yeah, one of the main things that we draw from the live stream there was the fact that you have a whole lot of talented players in Jamaica. That is undoubted. But to become a professional footballer, you have to have a certain drive. And it's not only in Jamaica. If you look at the greatest players, some of them literally, I know the education is important, but some of them literally disregard school and say, a footballer my only way. Some of them left from them own town just to go on one club, just to say, footballer my way out. And when you have players like that in a Boza case, he made mention of the fact that he never worked a 95 in his life. But him the boy stone and just football alone, football straight, and he was determined, and he knows say a footballer gonna be feeling way out, bro. You see me? So a lot of the times we up on YouTube and we argue about the talent in Jamaica, this and that, but it's not talent alone. You see me? Talent not be it hard work, bro. You have to put in the work. You have to make everyone see that you want to be there. You see me? And that is what Boza do. That's why I rate Boza from them time they are boys stone come up. From when Boza skinny with a bleach out here. I play for Boy Stone and me I say, where the ball you come from? And when he make the Slovenia move there, but nobody have follow him honestly. But then he make them move there from Slovenia and go Charleroi in Belgium. And from there, so him take off, bro. Remember the goal they him score against America. You see me? In a friendly. Slam it from way out. And then from there, so the man just become a regular in the team all the way through. So it's just a testament to hard work, bro. He also talked about the fact that you have some players who want to play a ball game on the side while them are do. But sometimes that just can't work. You can't work at the 95 while you play ball. It not gonna work. It gonna clash. So if you take football serious, you just have to take it serious in Jamaica. And I know it's very hard. But that's one of the reasons why I mean stop play ball. And a whole lot of other people stop play ball. Because you look on it and you say, boy, Jamaica local league, it not gonna really do that much. Yes, you might get a 1 or 2 player who will come out per season after every season, but what about the rest of it? The pay no good unless you play for one a big team them, or unless you want a big player in some smaller team them. And it just hard for us. You look on it and say, you're gonna left. Especially if you want a smart guy like myself, we have a whole lot of other things you can do. It's hard for you to look on it and say you're gonna have to go play ball in Jamaica when you have other opportunities and other career routes there. But then you have some other people who know say, that after them thing. And I that them did it for, so I just that them have to do to make it work. You see me? So,
yeah. Before I chime in on the Nicholson thing further, leader made a comment saying most matches are normally at a loss. Fair enough. And I understand that. In and of itself. But yeah, in terms of Nicholson people, he spoke about in terms of his journey. He spoke about that. Listen, footballer, the only thing him did know. Him could have never done anything else. He also spoke about him never working a 9-to-5 because. In the kind of states, you never want to have options because the thing with options is like, what's the saying? Jack of all trades, master of none. You get me? I say, where, if you really want something, you kind of have to apply yourself solely to that thing to kind of be not a perfectionist. There's nothing as being perfect, but you want to be the best that you can be in that field or craft that you're, doing. And Nicholson did do that. Yes, obviously Nicholson is not no Lewandowski or whatever the case is, but he is Shamar Nicholson. He is himself. You know what I'm saying? He paved this pathway for himself in terms of getting to the Russian league. And, he spoke about his time in France. And he said that, the French league, it's an all-around league that kind of helped him to go back to Russia. And yes, where Nicholson is getting game time, he's scoring goals. Recently he was asked to be left out of the squad and he went on to score 2 goals in a game. And one thing that might have thrown off Shamar Nicholson at Spartak Moscow as to why he even got the loan move to the club in France, not only the changing of the coaches at the time, but, the whole war with Russia and Ukraine, him never like touch on that subject itself because you know it's a sensitive subject, but he did made mention of it that you know that kind of did throw him off, and he would have thrown off anybody. You get me? I say you're going to one country to play football and you say back shoo boom 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 boom. You get me? I say people you have to take cover in that stadium. Obviously, one him not find a racket over the stadium, but me just I say people that would affect a lot of people. You have to be strong mentally, and yes, the changing of coaches did affect Shamar Nicholson, but also you know him just going to the Russian league and you know I think him did play like one season, don't they can and then the whole war start and them thing the you see me I say so that would affect anybody. You get me? I say that would affect me. People, let me tell you, I'm not dive but let me say this people. Human to human interaction. What do you mean? Watch some video of people? I'm see the war between Israel and Palestine and Iran and people. I see some bomber dropping out. You know, so I have to take a look at myself, people. I say, you know, we have to be grateful in terms of where we're burning up people because I see people are living a fear with the rocket them all go over them head and river, and these people are innocent people. I mean, have to really look into it and say, bro, I could have never imagined for like live in a country where that is happening. You get me? I say. Big man thing, bro, and yo, we have to appreciate what we're born. And I always tell myself, or I always tell God, when my time forward, just drop me back at Jamaica, brother. Just drop me back at Jamaica or over Trinidad and one country. Because me personally, I don't know how those people do it. You know, but I don't want to divert much people, but I just say, you know, we have to be grateful in terms of like where we come from, you know, where we were born. Yeah, yes, we might have it rough, but some people even have it worse. You get me? I say? Some people have it worse than we people, you know. But big up to Shamar Nicholson as well, and let me just play the clip one more time.
Yeah, we just believe, bro. They get me. Let me nobody tell you, bro. Like, when me I go Slovenia, people I tell me say better me go USL, cause them never hear about Slovenia. You get me? I'm gonna go Slovenia, bro. And from the Slovenia after the truth, bro, for sure you. Oh, nobody never believe in Slovenia. I show you, bro. Watch out. That's what I show you, bro. I show you live. I show you live funny. So then I go Slovenia. Nobody never.
And one more thing, people, before we move on. People, the likes don't look too good enough. So just stop what you're doing, people. Just tap up the like button, people. Just tap up the like button. You get me? I say get the live up to 50 likes. Leave your thoughts in the comment section as well, people. Subscribe if you haven't already, and we can move on. But yeah, smash up that like button because we're gonna get into some nitty gritty right now, people. So boom. So you say we can move on to the big topic, you know.
Yeah.
All right then.
26-year-old Kyle Butler threw his weight around in his first ever local Premier League game. Butler, who was based overseas for most of his junior years, called time on his playing career back in 2020 after failing to make an appearance for Austrian second division side SC Austria Lustenau. Before that, he played in 2 games for the ill-fated national under-20 team that failed at the first hurdle to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games. But with Phoenix Academy, which is now run by his father Craig, now involved with the Premier League through Vere United, Butler sees it fitting to add the league to his resume.
My experience is that it's a good level, it's way better than where it was a couple years ago, and it's going in the right direction. But our team, we just need to be more patient and we'll get it right in the games to come.
Clearly not yet at his fittest, Butler made his exit from the 26-year-old Kyle Butler threw his weight around in his first ever local Premier League game. Butler, who was based overseas for most of his junior years, called time on his playing career back in 2020 after failing to make an appearance for Austrian second division side SC Austria Lustenau. Before that, he played in 2 games for the ill-fated national under-20 team that failed at the first hurdle to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games. But with Phoenix Academy, which is now run by his father Craig, now involved with the Premier League through Vere United, Butler sees it fitting to add the league to his resume.
My experience is that it's a good level, it's way better than where it was a couple years ago, and it's going in the right direction. But our team, we just need to be more patient and we'll get it right in the games to come.
Clearly not yet.
We'll go for England-based players that are rejects.
But Mr. Wint, by the way, what I read said he never had an agreement with Leon to call Kyle.
All right, people. One second, people. Catch some break. All right, people. I could talk about the Reggae Boyz reject. All right, people. I could talk about the Reggae Boyz reject Kyle Butler. So Kyle Butler made his debut recently in the Jamaica Premier League for Vere United, right? We all know that Craig Butler owns Vere United to a certain extent, you know. He has a partnership deal with them for I think like several seasons now. It's going to be for 7 seasons, right? And Kyle Butler obviously came out of retirement, and he's playing for Vere United, and he made his debut in the previous weekend of the JPL game week. Now, he started in that game. I didn't watch the game, but I looked at the highlights that MG Sports posted. And to be fair to Kyle Butler, people, in terms of his touches, right? Just touches in terms of control and in just pure touch, not bad. But in terms of his mobility and, you know, what he offered on the pitch, it wasn't anything much. And, you know, Craig Butler comes on, you know, YouTube and various platforms, and he talks about keeping with international standards, etc., etc. And when I looked at Kyle Butler, people coming out of retirement with a beer belly or a rum belly, as we Jamaican people that say, being on the pitch and not being mobile, I think it is unfair to the players that eventually left Vere United, because, you know, Craig Butler initially stated that those players were not good enough to be there. You know what I'm saying? And then here is the second coming of Messi, Kyle Butler, who, you know, some folks under Sykes, they must say, well, not under Sykes, but under the rug, they must say, yo, when him fit and thing, you know, call him up for the national team. Dicanio, don't you think this is some form of nepotism to a certain extent in terms of favoritism from Craig Butler?
It is not some form of. It is nepotism. Now, we have a whole heap of different things they can look at it from, a whole heap of different angles they can look at it from. But the first angle we want to take it from is, as he said, Craig Butler is somebody we love talk about standards, international standards, what it take for play for your national team. Craig Butler also did speak out against players that were selected in the national team, players that were fit, players were at the level to at least be playing professional football with their fitness, right? Now, when you look at past comments that he's made, and you look at Kyle Butler starting a Jamaica Premier League game in the condition that he is in, that is just hypocritical. You can't look at it no other way other than saying that is just hypocritical. The fact that there were other Vere Phoenix players or other Vere players that they had to tell to walk when this merger came in. And there are so many players that they told to walk because, yo, what you're saying is a merger now. We only can pick 23, we only can pick 26. So someone with there with Vere initially, we now can keep no more enough to go walk. Right? You tell some players that were fit and were playing and in better condition than Kyle Butler, that they need to walk, right? But yet still you have someone in the condition of Kyle Butler starting a game. And it's not as if them win the football match. They lost the game 2-0. And it was visible for all to see in that football match that it was almost as if they were playing with 10.5 men from the get-go. When it came to the defensive side of the game, he was always a foot behind. He was always lapsed in. And it is not only us. TVJ News is trolling him. Jeremy and Brown, when we grew up and I watch, is trolling him in our report. Listen to this.
26-year-old Kyle Butler threw his weight around in his...
Threw his weight around. But and normal trolling that, you know. So I don't want nobody to say, oh, we are trouble or we are pick on TVJ News. This side say them are going to report on this because this is normal. Something right with this. So I'm not even withdrawing. It has to be nepotism. But there's no way someone in that condition is going to be making a team over anybody else. Players want to tell for walk. Right? When you tell them players if walk, they must go find new club. And them fitter than him. And he's going to play from the start. You have to bring up excuses, say, never have some other players for whatever issues. You knew when the league was starting, why don't you have no players? If them fit and them ready for go, why you not have your players? Why wasn't it started before the league started? Look how long you have the league to start. So that is no excuse. You see me? If you want to fall back into the game, put the time in, get back to the right condition that you need to get back in, and then you can fall down the league. Then you can fall down the side and play. I have nothing against him coming back into football. Nothing at all I do have against Kyle Butler coming back into football. But it has to be done the right way. You can't have somebody like Craig Butler fall out and love these people and love talk about professionalism on the game, talk about condition, dissing are talking about other national players and say them don't deserve to be in the national team. And say Phoenix player them supposed to be in the national team. But yet still, You have someone with this condition that is clearly not ready to be even starting a football match, right? But because he's your son, he's playing and he's starting. That is nepotism. It is plain and it is there for all to see. You see me? Yeah, and it's the hypocrisy. You know, now make a league like a joke league with this, brother. It is hypocritical. It is nepotism. And for me, it is a disgrace on the league seeing this. And again, this is nothing against Kyle Butler. If it was somebody else who would have said the same thing. We cannot have players in the league at this condition, brother. How are we going to be achieving or striving to be taken serious as a league and we have players like this that are not in the condition to be starting football matches playing? That doesn't sit right with me, brother. What you have to say about it?
No, listen, I definitely agree with your take on this, right? Sorry, I'm up your highlights. You took it off a screen?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I definitely agree with Dicanio and these people. And let me tell you, as Dicanio said, he doesn't have an issue with Kyle Butler coming out of retirement. I don't have an issue with Kyle Butler coming out of retirement. But I've never seen where somebody has left the game for 5-6 years and then just walk. Them literally just walking our starting level people. The man never come on for 15 minutes or so. The man literally start. And I'm questioning the ability of Kyle Butler at this stage, 26, 27, being out of the game for 5-6 years. And then with the belly with the man I carry as well, as if a baby might bring. You get me? I say, I mean, it's a disgrace. And Craig Butler talks about, keeping up with international standards, etc., how Phoenix players are this and that, and Ray and Ray Tete. But when you look on Kyle Butler against Portmore United, it wasn't the best showcase. As I said, his touches were good, but in terms of his mobility, bro, when a defender beat you, you just have to shoot a foot and just bring him around. That was Kyle Butler in the game against Portmore United, people. The man could have never put on a good defensive display because there was no mobility. You get me? I say, and next thing I want to talk about to people, I feel like enough people not talk about, and I think that Rudolph Speed, in the car fighting about, I feel like the JFF, they're doing a poor job at this right now. Who is the coach of Vere Phoenix United, people? Big man thing. Is it Lenny Hyde or is it Craig Butler? Now, I know that Lenny Hyde got his coaching certification, right? But whenever I look at the games, I see Craig Butler give out information or tactics to the players, or instruction or whatever the case is, right? After the game, I see Craig Butler beside Lenny Hyde, I even talk more than Lenny Hyde about the game itself. So who is the coach really and truly, people? And I think that this Vere Phoenix partnership, I don't think Lenny Hyde would be there for a long time if he's not given the 100% responsibility for coaching this team, because Craig Butler made it clear in the initial stages that he will not be coaching this team. And I've never seen at the Premier League or La Liga or any level where you have the technical director, the owner, co-owner, whatever, up on the sideline, I give out instruction to players. I've never seen it before. I don't see Sir Jim Ratcliffe or Barrier the Monday at the stands articulated the Man City, I give out instruction. I've never seen it before. So, people talk about the JPL being professional. I think that the JPL is getting to that level. But if these things keep happening with Craig Butler and different, respective individuals, although there's no other individual that I know of at this moment in time, is mostly Craig Butler, I think it's not a good look for the Jamaica Premier League. And I think either the JPL, the body itself, or the Jamaica Football Federation is either them put a foot down and say, listen, the man can't up on the sideline, none at all, brother. You get me? I say, one man supposed to give out instruction or two, whether it's the coach or the assistant coach. And last time he checked, Craig Butler is not the assistant coach. And if he is the assistant coach, he still need to submit him certification to the Jamaica Football Federation, showing that he's a certified coach at the B level or even higher than that. You get me? I say, I don't think that's a hard thing to do. Whenever it comes to the JPL, people always say, oh, the conversation with Oral Tracy developed recently, but you don't need coaching badges, like it's foolishness, people. You get me? I say, it's utter foolishness. Jump in the comment section and take some comments. Ashwa Gibbs, big up yourself. No, me don't say Lenny Hyde the coach, Ashwa, but I'm just saying sometimes it seems as if I Butler the coach. You get me? I say, because I see my pullman on the sideline and I give them instruction, You get me? I say, and the JFF, they stated that in order to give instruction or whatever, at this point in time, I don't even know the JFF say people. 1 minute them say something else, next minute or something else. So something speed I do, bro. So 6 is one half dozen the other. Big Baller said the real man is Butler, but them are use craft. Definitely agree that people. The link is in the comment section as well. You can call in and share thoughts. Romario Rizman, Kyle need to stop playing football. I want to go to the extent and say he need to stop playing football, but I'm just I think he should have been fit. He should have been fit enough in terms of losing that belly, etc. And then you get me, I say, like people name one player who ever see left the game of football for like 5 or 6 years and just walk back in our starting 11, irrespective of the league that they play. And I've never really seen it before. Yeah, I'm not say probably not happen, but me personally never see it. You get me, I say, Dr. Dan said, to be fair, I see quite a few beer belly players in the JPL. Dicanio, you ever seen no beer belly man in the JPL?
But see some man where obviously them now house, but them mobility still not as bad as that. And you mention the beer belly. I mention the beer belly. Me just mention him in fitness. I don't see nobody else in the Premier League with fitness like that. Especially playing in a midfield, brother, where you have to have someone to run in. I don't see that, dog. I don't see it. Unless you don't have to go show me that.
Damian Nemwame, disagree with you. You say Kyle has more purpose than the players they removed. He is a coach too. Damian,
on the field,
Kyle has been out the game for 5 or 6 years. How you know say the man have more purpose than the man them with them literally move out? That is not a fair comment, Damian. I'm gonna call you up on that. Ajin, big up yourself. Which club you support?
All right. Vere United, Chelsea, Barca.
Enough club you have, man.
Yeah, man.
Big up yourself.
JFF, which was international and Jamaica still. Man, what do I say still? You me I say?
Got you.
Baseball me I say. See? Baseball me I say. All right. So this is the harsh I reality now. Cause Butler my father, I want to go in at the JPL. And I can know that I can go in at it. I take my opportunity, it doesn't matter how the backlash from me I get. So the ownership is on the club owner. If you know that I'm not fit a joke thing and I JPL fault.
His father is the club owner.
No, we're not talking about we're not talking about
JPL workers.
Yeah, and the JPL workers surrounding Kyle. We're talking about JPL within Craig Butler being on the sideline. Somebody need to take action surrounding that because he's not the coach of the team. You get me, I say?
No, but what you catch us down now. I don't know if it's alleged, not facts. It's alleged that the rift between Speed and
Butler.
And Butler. You get me? So most time much when I see still Speed probably not direct hitting but everywhere Cavalier the Speed there. And I see him thing where sitting there. I see him thing Butler do. Right? We never watch a full length Vere United or Phoenix Vere. We don't know which one to call it. I never watch a full clip in it, but the snap is what I see. I normally say, he must sit down, Mr. Lenny stand up on a direct thing. Athletic still. You see me? I see him think Speed do. But Speed
but Speed is the coach of the Cavalier team.
Yeah, but then I say, what them always I say, there's a conflict of interest. That I don't know much about the whole football. I'm not that technical. You get me? Say, but isn't as a conflict of interest? I just ask that you being what is our director?
No, the conflict of interest. We have to separate it, right? The conflict of interest is with him being the technical chairman, right? At the Jamaica Football Federation, right? And then also being at Cavalier, but there's not a conflict of interest between him being the coach and the technical chairman at the Jamaica Football Federation. Are two different things. I get me, I say.
Cause
that's how I would separate it. You get me, I say. Some would have separated.
God, I just hear things telling me, so that's why I say alleged.
No, but there's definitely a conflict of interest now because it is unfair to be the technical chairman at the JFF and then you're also no Speed one Cavalier as well, people, something like that.
Yeah, man,
yeah. So that's where the real conflict of interest is, not so much him being a coach. Because if him did work at JFF and then him coach Cavalier, then that's fine. You get me, I say. But the fact him basically won the club, and then he's also the technical chairman in terms of making decisions of the hiring and firing of coaches. Him can influence a lot of things, even though he might not admit him influence things. He probably does. I mean, I accuse him. Mr. Speed. I just say like,
it's alleged still.
Yeah, it's alleged.
What I say still, talk about kind now. You see, I watch the short clippings of Kyle. Yeah, you can say him know him. You can't know a ball and naturally. It's like riding a bicycle. The touch will never move. The touch will never go away for a ball. But because seriously, Kyle need to sit down, think about what him do, but which he not gonna do because it's like I try to prove something.
And the thing is, we have a problem if he want to forward back here. But get yourself in at the fitness level that is required for your forward back. I know say Kyle can't pass a bleed test. Me have to see that to believe that. I don't think Kyle can pass a bleed test and he must start a Premier League game, a Jamaica Premier League game. How that look on the league? Suppose a scout did say he want to go watch the match, the brother. See? And them say Vere Phoenix United of a player like that on them field. Them not gonna take the league serious, bro. And that I talk about as when I say it have a bad look on the league, brother. You see me? The league no look it put a bad look on the league. It shed a bad light on the league. For you see a player out there, I represent from the start, from the get-go. You see me? In that condition. Come on, brother. You can't tell me say you know players in the academy you could have called upon and give a chance and go out there and do more than we Kyle do. Them lose the match, you know. Them lose the game with highlights and a tool up, you know. So I like say the man them win the match or them draw the game and we just a pick on the man. And as I say, it's not a case. Nobody can come look on me and say, oh, we just a pick on the man because it reaches as far as TVJ Sports News.
26-year-old Kyle Butler threw his weight around in his first ever local Premier League.
Man, them a troll him, brother, so him throw him weight around. You see me?
Okay. Well, TVJ have a lot of words to say and was illegal.
We have to say, Kishan, that one going at the start the predicted lineup on them.
No, you know, that's just my opinion surrounding the Kyle thing. I feel like I have a problem with him coming out of retirement, but I feel like him should definitely be a bit more fitter before make him debut. And you know, it's just not a good look on the Jamaica Premier League, you know, and you know, Kirk Butler is a bit, you know, contradicting at times, but that is Kirk Butler. I kind of got him then at the league still because he has a character that is needed, you know. And people, I'm not comparing to Jose Mourinho or them people there, you know, but you know, like how Jose and them people have like character about them, and people just love see them and love see them antics. You get me? I say. So I think that Kirk Butler provides that for the JPL, and they never really have it before, you know. Jamaica Premier League, they've had characters in terms of players, but not so much people in the front office, etc., etc. You see me? I say. If he was actually the coach, would have even better come feel like would keep up more foolishness, you know, in terms of behavior on the sideline. But yeah, but big up yourself still, Carla.
Oh yeah, man. But I want to me obviously still, you know. It's a Butler have. I don't think him fit for coaching, right? But you see the man IQ for developing ballers, and so it's like him have a picture, or you of developing and say, all right, you know, so we can't take it from yesterday to yesterday. The man have IQ, but he's just full of jam. So it's like the man just more time watching me laugh before him talk, and I know he might come with some dramatic thing. But the man him just have I know that, you know, when you have man we have links different from when a man knows say, you know, say from it's like an artist, a producer. Him know what got hit from one hit. But I just have that. We can't dash him up. We can't just look upon him and just laugh and just say our Jamaican. I can't tell it straight. And people can bash me for this, but trust me, in love Jamaica. Can root for that. Anything we him do, he can speak about it highly, but some of the time him just I don't know.
I mean, sometimes listen, Craig Butler is Craig Butler, right? But his actions over the years, as well as Bailey's action, and even Kyle as well, it has been questionable in terms of loving Jamaica, you know. To me, people from the get-go, loving Jamaica is coming straight off the bat and representing the country. When man come tell me, say, yo, them can potentially represent England and Belgium, go then. You should have go represent England and Belgium. You should have never come represent Jamaica. We can't pay for your security. We can't pay for your hotel, Then you should have never forward. When a man born in Jamaica, people and come tell me, say him can potentially represent England or Belgium, then go ahead, bro. we don't need you. But it done gone already. You see me? Some of the tactics where Craig Butler used to use, I know same love Jamaica, but it questionable. You get me? I say leave things to be questioned. You see me? I say I feel like that did highly disrespectful when they used to keep up them foolishness. You see me? I say I try to attach one to next one. I say if this one now for the way, bro. I just threw with friend if you look at one ball and bro and the man. You see me? You see me? I say
Craig is a salesman, bro. I'm a salesman.
Yeah, man. Don't tell me say I foolish me. I start there, man. The mad. Look up yourself still.
Bro, Craig is
no. Let me talk about that issue. Imagine you're born in one country, there, man. The mad. You see me? You're born in a country now. You don't have no allegiance to no other country and no heritage to no other country. And you come tell me, say, you can represent England or Belgium. And the man goes far if he say, how the man in that go train with the England first team? Come on, man. Don't get me upset on the live stream day, man. Don't do me that, man. Don't do me that day, man. Go through, caller. Go through.
Yeah, but just say, dog is a salesman, brother. You see me? So, as a salesman to a salesman, I just have to just admire how the dog go about him thing more. But I sit right through it. You see me? Because I know all about seller psychology and all them things. So sit right through it, bro. But, yeah, I always say it. Even though you hear me a bash him and I say I'm hypocritical right now. Jamaica football dead if Craig Butler and the United right now, bro. It's boring. You see me? Sometimes him spice up the thing I make. You know, we as Jamaicans we love foolishness, brother. But at the end of the day, that don't mean I'm not going to point out foolishness when I see it. That's my day for. So, but yeah, dog, sometimes the foolishness can be funny. Big up yourself, monster. Wicked man striker. But yeah, let me take some comments here. Mindset Media says it goes to show that...
Alright, I jump out and I go and listen to it, you see me?
Bro, yeah, man, bless you.
So yeah, Mindset Media, it says it goes to show that Butler has no respect for Jamaica football. It's all about how he can manipulate the football scene for his personal benefit. Now, this comment does have some sort, and this is where it comes from with the fact when we just make that he's a salesman. At the end of the day, Craig Butler says he loves Jamaica. Everybody ever said him love Jamaica, but at the end of the day, he runs an academy. The whole reason why he do this merger in the first place is to showcase his players, because we used to argue all the while back and forth, say them not play competitive Kishan. We used to always I say, yo, where them a play? What's the proof? What's that? I don't know we alone say it. I never you alone say it. The big clubs in England want more footage, right? They more often say these players are playing at some level, and they can see stats, they can see performances, they can see live videos, all them little thing them. So that was the main thing we forced Butler into doing this, because it's not every day Mago can develop a whisper or a Leon Bailey, right? How long after Leon Bailey develop a whisper? Zine? So he want to do that more consistently, and he want to send players more consistently, which is the reason why he decide on this merger. So now his players' talents can be showcased, and it's easier for him to be able to sell them. So nobody feel like saying I do this just because of him quote unquote love for Jamaica. He's doing it for his own financial benefit, and he did mention it as well. Say him do it for that because a whole lot of players them always used to leave Phoenix and go to other clubs for that same opportunity, right? That Phoenix could not give them. So now that Phoenix is now in the Jamaica Premier League, in this so-called merger, that is going to help him to be able to sell his players better, market his players better, because they will have proof of them playing football matches. They'll have proof of their stats. They will be their talents will be showcased week in, week out. You see me? So yeah, man, Mindset Media is a decent comment. That big up yourself. J Bash Gaming, he says him should I take a year and fix himself. Him well and know saying ready, and in there they have forced himself to play. I think that is Kyle Butler, and I agree. I have no problem if you want to come back out of international football. You can always come back. You more international football. If you want to come back and start play football after 5 years, that is up to you. But if you do it, make sure you say you're in prime position to do it, brother. Because you will playing football in the league in that condition. To me, it's a disrespect to the league. You see me? Get yourself up before. You see me, bro? Take some more comments here. J Bash Gaming again. Presser went since one new JPL player in the squad. The CDM from Mount Pleasant. Yeah, man. Angling. But did break the news before you forward, J Bash. Angling forward in the squad. It was reported today that I don't know if it's because somebody have one card accumulation or if somebody out, but he will be in that squad for the.
I think Damon will be out for that game.
Well, yeah, he will be in that squad for the Honduras game. The Damian Neymar, bro, we all know and see what Butler is doing. Better you say he is a salesman. Yeah, that must say he's a salesman. Big baller, big up yourself. Butler need to relax at time, as the man say his days are numbered. Whose days are numbered? I wish don't nothing for no man like that. But yeah. Fire, big project did start for us over the last 5 weeks. Everything just start up running. So to speak is progression, promise you. I think he's talking about Vere Phoenix. Is that so? Fire, make we know where you're talking about. If Vere Phoenix you're talking about, right? So, but big up yourself still.
Gunners boss, big up yourself.
Musu get the Gunners boss. All right, fire, it's cool. Still, how domestic league still looking good, competitive. I don't know, maybe somebody else might talk to this. I don't know what I must say. Big up yourself, Gunners boss, every time. You see me? One of the most loyal supporter them. You see me?
Gunners, the link in the comment section now, so you can click it and call him. But before we get to that, people, we can move on. Before we even get to the predicted lineup for the game against Honduras, we kind of want to touch on something, right? Because I'm up on YouTube, people, and I've been more observant since recently, and I'm not believe in bullying people for their opinions, right? Now you have many Jamaicans. All right, so it's the local versus diaspora thing, right? Someone said them feel like they having JPL players in the team or the local players, like them give more Ray. In my opinion, I'm not really buy that concept there. Isn't me? I feel like you select the best of the best. Now, if you're going to merge between players overseas and players locally, then I believe you merge the best of the best. Now, bring up an article on screen, people, right? And it's coming out of Brazil, where the Brazilian president, so not the president of the football federation down there, the president of the country, right? The headline is the Brazilian president, Brazilian president calls for players based abroad to be banned from the national team, claiming talents like Vinicius Jr. and Rodrigo are not stars like past icons such as Garrincha or Romario. Now, with that being said, people, I know say you have a lot of Reggae Boyz fans who them share the same opinion in terms of our national team now, right? A couple years ago, them normally say, yo, the Englishman, them not do nothing for the team. Yeah, them not bring a World Cup, Ray. You see me, I say? But seeing that this is coming out of Brazil, where the president of the country is sharing an opinion that is similar in terms of, stop picking the players overseas, put them on them, the team will come from the local league. I think that the people in Jamaica that kind of share the same opinion to a certain extent, I think, we kind of, I'm not going to say we have to respect them opinion, but I could also see where they're coming from, I could see where they're coming from in the sense that why them share the opinion there. However, I think that having the English-based players in the team, especially now, we've seen a massive improvement, and we have 1 and 2 JPL players in the team like Richard King. You see Anglin just forward in. What the next person? What the next JPL player in the team name? Davis, not Shaquan. Shaquan Davis.
Yeah,
Shaquan Davis from Mount Pleasant. You have Richard King from Cavalier. Who else in the team from JPL? Anglin, as me say.
Nobody else really did it.
So about 3 players, right?
Yeah. They take out Adrian Jr., so nobody listen to it, right?
So both 3 players, people. Oh yeah, so Adrian and Kaim Dixon gone over England with it. But when I see the Brazilian president has said this, Dicanio, Brazil, they're struggling in terms of the World Cup qualifying campaign at this moment in time. You get me? I say, so I could have seen enough Jamaican fans used to forward from when they used to share like a similar sentiment of, put the local man in the team because they feel like them probably give more. You see me? I say, so they just want kind of touch on that. You see me? I say, but as me say, people, I don't share the same opinion. I think, having the English-based players, and I did state on a previous live stream that if you put 23 JPL players in this national team right now, they're not going to qualify us for the World Cup, and it's no disrespect. It's just that you have levels to this. You get me? I say, levels. You see me? I say, can't go and qualify for World Cup and you have 23 JPL players in that squad. But moving on still. So 23 man squad. We play Honduras on Monday, people. Dicanio, what predicted lineup with?
Yeah, for the Skull Depot. So we have boy name Andre Blake in a goal. Then me I drop Ethan Pinnock. Me here says thinking low up on a yellow card thing, so my bad. Let me apologize because I love some disrespectful. I just saw me I'm a bridging them talk. So I am sorry for calling him stinking low. You see me that? But yeah, bro. So low are gonna be out. So I'm gonna put in what name? maybe no, I don't think Richard can get the nut over Holgate. But yeah, would have put in Holgate, Ethan, Rupert, Pinnock. Dexter Lembikisa is back in for sure. And home ground.
Hold on, you're mad man. Hold on, man, you're mad man. Back in where?
Where you talk about?
Back where? What do you mean? If we start against Honduras?
Yeah.
You're crazy?
Is our best right back in the team.
No, man, you're mad, man. You're mad.
Sometimes we have to wonder if you head cheat more while in other.
You see, Tavan Gray play a good game against Nicaragua, and you want to drop the man now?
Yeah, why? So why do you think he played in the first place?
But he had a good game, so why would I drop him against Honduras?
No, why you think him play in the first place? Arrest the player them. So you think Romario Williams, even though him scoring about a good game, are going to start against Honduras?
That is different because you have Mikel Antuna. That's different, bro.
Your best players were rested. Your best players were rested in the Nicaragua game because they are going to play upon an artificial turf. They don't want to risk injury, and that is the easier game. The harder game is going to be at home. So those players that were rested are expected to start. Mikel Antonio.
Let me point this out. I don't think
Mikel Antonio is going to start. Dexter Lembikisa is going to start. And who else? And Karai Anderson is going to be out and Casey Palmer go forward in the midfield. That is a no-brainer. What we are going for?
Hold on. Aldin, Manasa Lembikisa is not better than Tavan Gray. But in the first place, why Dexter Lembikisa was benched in that game against Honduras. One, he played bad. Well, people claim he played bad against Cuba, right? Hold on, man. So why was he benched? Why was he benched against Cuba? Why was he benched against Honduras?
In the past press conference, the man did have some niggles, so the man could play him. That's why the man played Greg Lee.
Well, that's why I say people. That's why I say people claim say the man never play good. But other than the niggles itself, in this window, he did state that him just get a club and he never have much game time. Didn't he say that? He also stated that Tavan Gray, when he watched him, was doing well for his club.
Yes,
now I think
chance against a shitty team in Nicaragua. That means he ever start against the top team in Honduras.
Alright, sir, man. I believe so Tavan Gray must start still, but go through.
Bro, I don't see the reason why you ever call Dexter Lembikisa and play the man. It was evidence say you rest them players there. Mikel Antonio, you don't want to go play him on the AstroTurf, West Ham Depot case. So you play rum. Is an opposition where if you play them player, they were supposed to still win anyway. So you know have to rush Casey Palmer. We've been up play how much minutes this easier from well early. You don't have to do that. You see me? You don't have to put Dexter Lembikisa in a situation like that when him done and nurse niggles and injuries already. We not talk about Lembikisa was starting right back, which Tavan Gray. If Tavan Gray started over Dexter Lembikisa and it's not because of an injury in a Honduras game, I got Bex. And we changed my ticket for the starting lineup there from bleachers, go grandstand as media, just someone can ask him the question why Dexter Lembikisa is a starter. That me I tell you, brother.
Listen, before we continue, people, I have a question. Only thing must start against Honduras. I'm saying Tavan Gray. Reason being, I think he played a good game against Nicaragua, and I'm saying based off that, people play him against Honduras. That's all I say. Just because he have a good game, play him against Honduras. That's all I say, no people. That's all I say. We never say him better than Lembikisa. I did not say that, but.
I start and ask people who them after. Tavan.
Yeah, Carla, big up yourself.
Bless up.
Yeah, big up, Carla. Go through.
Yeah, man. Wait, say, person, if it not break, not fix it. The team that give you result, keep that team together.
Yeah, man, you make 1 and 2 changes. Obviously, Antonio is a better player than Romario Williams. You play him in the game. But I say, I feel like you keep the solid defensive backline that kept a clean sheet against Nicaragua. You get me? I say, that's all I say, isn't me? I never say the man better than Lembikisa or something. But you never think Tavan Gray have a good game against Nicaragua.
So you say start him again as when produce. And then you bring on the next man later on down in the game.
Yeah, man, and watch your tune now. Let me be fair now. If I go based off a merit, remember, say Lembikisa just get a club in a call, isn't me? Him not play much minutes, Well, personally, I don't know if he play as yet. I not think he play much minutes. I one game play, not so Arsenal like so. Don't Dicanio. Tavan, Dexter Lembikisa. What the coach did say at the press conference, him said Tavan Gray was playing well for his club. He even did get a goal with there. You get me? I say, so out of the two, who's the most informed fullback right now? Not Tavan Gray. And him play against Nicaragua and play good as well, Carla. So we can't go be unfair to the youth.
We say if him more inform at the moment, you keep him and see what him produce. I agree.
Exactly. And he played good against Nicaragua.
I'll ask you this. Dexter Lembikisa is the starting right back. He is fit to play. Every time he plays for Jamaica, he performs. That is taken into consideration as well. If Norman Campbell was the player instead of Damarai Gray, and Damarai Gray was fit for this game, you think if Norman Campbell score him a start over Gray? No, you're at home. You need the best players on the pitch. That's another thing what the coach talk about as well. He wants his best players, and if your best players is there, fit and available, you know, start it because somebody else have a good game against lesser opposition. If it was against equivalent opposition to Honduras, then you could have looked on it and say, all right, Tavan Gray, play a good against Alabama, Panama. Tavan Gray have to start against Honduras. But on Nicaragua and play against you see me? So you can't just drop your best players in a one best game like that when it evidence say you rest your best players for the harder game. You see me?
So where you going? So where you going?
Now go come from where him there and don't play a football match. Me not see that happen. He have to play.
Okay, well, I get what you saying. Say he have to play, but it shouldn't be where he have to play if you have someone who is performing at the higher level now, presently.
He not perform at a higher level. He may be a play well, but he's not performing.
What do you mean him not perform at a higher level? He's playing football consistently. What is Dexter Lembikisa doing?
Playing football consistently no means that you play at a higher level. Better move like you have since.
No, hold on. We're not discuss about La Liga. We're not discuss about La Liga Premier League, bro. I'm gonna boss. You know, say I want to tell me for Punk do up on his show though. I have to give him Punk a week next week, you know. No, we're not discuss about league. We're not discuss about league. I'm saying he's playing more.
You just say that. What is higher level? Leagues.
When I say higher level, I mean on current form, you know.
That mean, you know.
So then say that, but don't tell me I'm wrong for call you up on a higher level thing.
Yeah, no, you're right because I never complete my sentence.
Yeah. So sorry about that, but yeah.
We're not do the sorry thing on them thing. We are grown up at talk over here. Treat me like no kid with no kid club.
Let's say watch your style still differently. Yeah. Opposition when play against. When I've seen Tavan Gray in national colors, I'm not impressed. Now the opposition when play against, whenever he come, I wasn't complaining that he was in the lineup. Because it's Nicaragua, them not ready. But Honduras is stronger opposition. You need to start your best players. And Dexter Lembikisa do not nobody in a Jamaica jersey yet for me say. When we start with strongest level, he's not supposed to deny it. If nothing, Dexter Lembikisa has been one of our most consistent and best players over the past year in this national team. I want a man tell me say that not real.
If him been sitting for a minute based on same injury or whatever him is, and he never play for him club. Yeah, and he never play. You know just want to plug him in and make him play. So you want to make him squeeze him into the team bit by bit. So if you have the next man where perform good, up to par at the next game. Yes, me that start the next youth, put him on half time, put him on somewhere in there, and make him work back himself into match ready game thing. Yeah. That's what me I say. So
I'm gonna
still side with press up on that one, yeah.
Let me just point out something as well.
Before you go, I did say though that unless it's because of injury, I did say that in my point. Unless it's because of injury, I don't want to see Tavan Gray nicely. So if Dexter fit, Dexter plays. No matter what kind of game the man play against Nicaragua. Once him fit in play, as some see it.
Okay. Well, we're not where you see it. So as me say, you must know why you see it. So but I was just looking, say, and the merit I said this youth your commander and perform good, and the other player isn't been playing for a while. It's only right to give him a next run. And put in the other player. We're not gonna left out Dexter, we're not drop Dexter. So once Dexter come in, this kid have to get dropped.
Yeah, man.
Bro, Gunners, if you are going for, I believe in competition. You get me? I say, Tavan Gray has been playing consistently. He has been playing good. The coach said that he played good against Nicaragua. So I don't see an issue with playing him against Honduras. You play players based off of merit, brother. You're not doing a higher Maguire thing in a national team, brother.
Higher competition. We've seen Damian Lowe play decent games against little teams. When it comes to the big team, Damian Lowe is a liability for the country. Right. I've seen Tavan Gray in higher level matches for the Jamaican jersey, and he's played absolute crap. So I give him it. He played a decent game against Nicaragua, but I'm not going to get carried away since it's Nicaragua. And I've not seen him done enough in national colors, apart from that Nicaragua game, to say that if Dexter Lembikisa is fit, he does not start. He's our starting right back. You play your best players. So
let me say this. Mr. Jason, if I comment in the comment section, but Jason, I look on my phone while I go on. I see the MLS rank higher than the Swiss League, so maybe a different upside with the pun. But goodness, you have no final thoughts before we get the next call on?
Okay. Well, the thing now with the Brazil thing, you know, I am 50-50 with the president of Brazil. And I don't think politicians, like the president of any country per se, should get involved in the sports to that level where they're making these sanctions. Leave that to the federation and the sporting bodies. That's my take on that situation. President not supposed to involve in them things. You're making it political now. You see what I say? I want to need the football or the sports to be political. Too much. We know some politics in it now when it comes to Mr. Ricketts and them election and them things. But that's not the kind of politics we want. We don't want bro God to get up and come say, I want all Jamaican or I want all born and grow and play and product in Jamaica on our shelves. We can't work with that no more. The thing reached to a thing where them say you can bring in players off. Once the player good enough, no matter which part, whether Mexico, wherever I'm come from, and him have a grandparents come out of Jamaica and him qualify to play for the team, they can play for the team. The thing what me not understand is this thing about, it's all about England. England have not been playing winning football at the World Cup level, ever. So why we keep going to England? That's the problem with me have with that, you know.
Oh, hold on, repeat.
England has never played winning football at the World Cup level. Them a loser. With them, how much World Cup would them ever win? How much time them go to the final game?
So what you try to say?
Them now win. Me I say them now win nothing. Brazil and them players they have better competition and them and I win better than them. So why we don't look at Brazil? You know how much Jamaican youth we have a Brazil and them players?
How much?
We don't know about all this still. How much of them?
Why we don't look at Panama too? Why we don't look at Mexico too? We have, you know, much Jamaican go work on the Panama Canal and them thing and have them offsprings and fishermen go Panama and them players. They have some good players. If you look for enough of them players, they will play at Panama. Enough of them have Jamaican heritage. So why are just England we are look? If you look at Colombia and them players, if you look across the nation, because if we are stick at one place and the place where we are stick, we are get them second, them third and fourth best.
No, goodness, I not agree with the Panda one now. Goodness, I not agree with the Panda one now. I not agree with the Panda one. But all right, please now. You say look at Colombia, look at Panama, and look at Mexico or wherever, right? Yeah. The same man them we get from them country there. You don't think of them second string I get or them third string. Just like how we get England second string or third string. But you know mean to them no good.
No man, them have heart of talent, man. Them players they produce talent, you know, export talent, you know.
So England like, produce talent.
England import England no police no whole heap of great talent. Them import talent to play in their Premier Leagues. Yeah.
I disagree still, but disagree.
Them have a few great players, but not many great players come out of England. England itself over the years, brother.
I know say I'm man over Panama Canal and them thing there, but I don't know if no player or no man can represent it from over there.
I'm just saying, look everywhere, man. I mix up the team, then, man.
But I think they're looking everywhere. I think the Jamaica Football Federation is looking everywhere, you know.
Okay. Wait, so what the best for them I find at England, the best then say out of the rest is.
I mean, let's be fair. Let's look at the selection of the players from England over the years, or in recent times. Them are I agree, not a bad player. We'd have Wes Morgan one time, Premier League winner, you see me? You have
that's the kind of player we want to take from England. Wes Morgan and those kind of player. Even though the problem with Wes Morgan come on him the kind of wall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what may I say is the players that we get, the Joey Latibodiers and some of these players, obviously they're not world beaters, but they're still good players. And you see in a system now with Steve McClaren where the team is performing much better. I just read an article with Bernard stating that since the coach has, you know, been at the team is playing better, especially the style of play. Players keep on emphasizing about the style of play. You know the man saying at the interview, the man said, bro, we have to play a long ball, you see me? I say, which under arguments we're playing long ball. He talked about the possession of the football. He talked about how the goalkeeper has to play it out from the back. So things are improving. It's not that the player them not bad.
I think since you touch Algrimson, let me touch this before me. I think Algrimson is more technical, a technical man more than a coach, you know. So Algrimson I play the ball from the book of analytics, you know. This man you know look like him is more a coach more than a technical man. So him is a man him is not a technician. Him is a man who pull down the car, take out the piston, put back the rings in it, and keep it working. You understand? Other man have the capability to do that. So him do what the analytics say. Kick it long, kick it wide, and get it up there and try to get a goal. You understand? And the difference that and as most of the world I try to play the football now, you know, half of the paper, you know.
Yeah, but Algrimson ball game of foolishness still.
So how Algrimson doing over there with him then now for that team?
Well, him that get pressure with him win a game. Oh, and you see that day before yesterday and the day before Jamaica did play him, did win. We play what? At the Thursday we play, don't? And he play Wednesday. Him they win the game.
What is his record over there now?
1 win in 3.
Must be 1 win in a game or so.
Yeah.
Him do better.
No man, not a 6 game Algrimson play. A 3 game player the man.
So no 3 must say, never say.
Oh, yeah.
So him win 1 and lose 2.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, over Europe then them there, so they want to play some stiff competition more than when me that play. I think
not for cutting that, but Jason, the side that use are corrupt that.
Some other people, I'll make some other people call in because that's how the thing around. So it's a job. Right. Me there in the comment section with me losers.
Man, big up.
Bless up.
Alright, get on back that caller. I want to get on the new caller first.
Get a new caller first.
Alright, go through.
No, I pray.
I'm there now. Yeah, I'm just forward in for the reason, you know. So, I want to know, what Evan Gray do so special, but him can get a start over Lemba Casey? I don't see it, you know. Me not see it. We watch 2 different football. Me no know. Me watch football in a different universe. I mean, at Twilight Zone. Me no know. Because I guess Lemba Casey have good qualities going forward to support midfield, support attack. Tevan Gray, him can play, yes. Good, decent enough baller. But if me I be honest, I mean no disrespect to Tevan Gray, but Tevan Gray really is a USL baller to me, you know. No, me nah, this a man, you know. I mean nah, so USL now have quality in it, you know. But if we are talking about levels in terms of quality. Levels in terms of quality. Him is between a USL and maybe a reserve 2 for MLS. This him, but him gave me the whole heap of improvement. When you play a right back or a wing back, you know, you have to go, you almost play like a number 8, you know, up and down, you know. The only thing me see him do, him all defensively, him can do a job. Right now, I prefer see him in his side than my boy over there, Vancouver. When him again used to play for KC?
Javan. Brian. Name? Brown.
Yeah, I know that. Can't remember his name.
Yeah, man. I prefer see him than Javian Brown. Javian Brown are rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I'm a baller, man. Him not ready for national football.
Used to teach him at school, so big up him mother.
Him not ready for international football, but
yeah.
You see this thing. What the man need to understand. Grimson too methodical. Him the too methodical. Me just talk about what me hear so far. Grimson too methodical. Him is not a strategist. Him is not a tactician. McClaren is a tactician. You can see this. All right. May I give a good example? The pan Casey Palmer. Bro, I never used to rate Casey Palmer from McClaren coming inside, you know. A different Casey Palmer may I see, you know. Casey Palmer put down this ball with confidence. I take this ball, turn with confidence. I play. Me never see Casey Palmer used to have some shot where I come like a cricket shot or a golf shot. Different Casey Palmer now. If I watch the last game where Casey Palmer play a stadium, you see how the youth are playing. I mean, I say, yo, what the ball you did there? Casey Palmer a player now. You can't say the possession football is more. If we possess the ball, it is progressive. And then side to side, back, go back a goal. No, the possession, what we are playing, possession ball game we play, it more progressive, it more attacking. Only thing we don't want them are great. But more I even notice this. When I notice from Liam Bill and I said them are great, come like that little spark, that little. I don't know that. I don't know. From Bill and I side again with him, I realize that he not really play safe. I can't wrong. I can't right. I can't wrong. I don't know. But me notice it. Something kind of off with him. I don't know. I don't know if other people observe it, but it's right now. It's look good. It's look good. I have seen a lot of improvements, but boy, oh boy.
But Carl, I say something.
Dear man,
Got you.
Dear man, low. Why man is a liability, man? Man already, man. Yo, the man is a walking red card, brother. Walking red card. Yeah, man. But right now, I better all get player in the back with Ethan Pinnock. And if anything, I want to introduce him in the game. I understand him have very good recovery. Good speed.
No, you want know. But tell Dicanio yesterday on the live stream, I rather we keep Damian Lowe. Yes, the man might be a walking red card and liability at times, but there's something that Damian Lowe still gives you compared to other centre backs that we have. Mason Holgate, based off a film reputation, not just walking other side and start off on nobody. Because Mason Holgate, I don't know big ball himself either.
Come on, we know we need to go into the conversation there. Damian Lowe is not going to be available for tomorrow.
All right. Who have more experience of play high level football?
High level football not make you good.
High level football not make you good. But who have more experience to deal with certain kind of quality player opposition than Mason Holgate and Ethan Pinnock? Me not say entirely dash up Damian Lowe, you know. But I'm saying if you're gonna have him in the side, put him on in a second half where you know say you have at least a 1 or 2 goal lead, and you want me to play him as a 6th.
No, sir, I don't want to. No.
Play who as 1-6.
Me to play him as a 6th, man.
No. Who you say the plays as 6? Who you say the plays as 6?
No, man, I said Damian Lowe can play as a 6 depending on the game. Depending on the game.
Yeah, Never FIFA me play Damian Lowe 6 in a bad man. Never FIFA.
Damian Lowe best position on bench, brother. That me I tell you that. You see me? But we not kill him still. But still feel Honduras is not the level of America, even though they are challenging a position. But I think them to the level of Panama or America, which means I can give Damian Lowe the game. But he not going to play tomorrow. I think he have a yellow card ban. So I'm not stress on him, but he stressed on him yesterday. So
there's a blessing in this guy say I'll get a yellow card.
Yeah, man. We can see somebody.
You see, unfair now. The man play one good first half against Honduras, you know. No one says a blessing in disguise.
Which Honduras?
Which Honduras?
Where do you, man?
Nicaragua.
Where do you man play against Honduras in the last international break, bro?
There are some small things that I'm going to rate Damian Lowe, you know. Damian Lowe have this thing about to make him feel like he miles off the pass.
Is there anybody in the local league? Is there anybody in the local league away from Richard King where a defender we could have give him a chance? No one there now.
Yo, Carl, I'm a bit watch from Damian Lowe right now. I know I said the man not very, but so.
No man. I'm not coming for Damian Lowe subject. I say anybody in the local league as a defender away from Richard King. We could have put in a team as a defender. I could say, look, I keep on everybody tell me about this. You and your Sule, Makala, something. My defender, no.
Center back. Him can play left side centre back, defensive midfield, or left back. You see it, but him a 31-year-old and he hasn't played at any level above the Premier.
Big man.
Yeah, I'm 31 now. A lot of people know that. So it's kind of hard for him, especially the fact that he's at a higher level. And Damian Lowe has so much experience at the international stage. So,
yeah. That's true.
talk about Tapara where you say load need work and him passing and stop lose focus in the game. And
That's true.
No, the
That's
focus
true.
thing and the passing thing, I don't think that can work. Man. You see, when you are 31 years of age, certain things like quality with your foot just not it not avail. If you never have it from day one, you can't develop that, brother.
You're not going to talk it. You're not going to talk it.
From me, I see Damian Lowe play for Jamaica. I've never seen this man make a long diagonal switch with a final player. And him try it every match him try it. And all him do is just kick away man them ball, brother. You see me? Then when it comes to him concentration and him focus, it just not dead, dog. Man, some type one that he was a smart you growing up in about him head go and come, dog. You see me?
Yeah, man, remind me of David Lewis. No, live. Man, remind me, my name again, we play for Arsenal.
Mustafi.
Mustafi. Man, remind me of Mustafi. Mustafi, we give one good 70 minutes and 1 laps and then get a game.
Yo, but Sean, big up yourself still, because I want to get on Peter.
Yeah, bless up.
Oh.
You want to get this one?
Ajim, you there?
Yeah, man, me there. Wait, man.
All right, go through quick so I can get Peter on.
Yeah, go on now. So I make it snappy. So there were various topics, right? So I go to the meat and the matter right now.
Well, Ajim, you never there before.
Yeah, I'm there before.
Oh, go through.
Yeah, what going on? It's with Lambi, Keista, and Gray. Here what me say now. I will pick. So me see that it's all based on opinionated. So this is my opinion. It's a Gray. Yeah, Gray had a decent play, right? And Nicaragua. Remember now, you know, Nicaragua on paper is floof. But you see, games don't pay on paper. So me believe say Nicaragua had a pretty decent game. It just that it wasn't because Nicaragua play good, me not lie. They play well. It's just that our players them just come out different. As I say, yeah, great player, relatively decent. But Lambi Keista, give her that we call it attacking side. Plus, him know when him attack, him know laps fi say alright. You know, I'm gonna help out my team. He put out, in my opinion, he put out 100% whenever he go up on the pitch. So, say that, even though them say him just start a new side. Lambi Keista, Dexter, him not take long to go in at the game. If me lie, Amanda just correct me. Him not take long. So if first 15 minutes, if you know you see the rough part of the match, you see him come on smooth. Lambi Keista solid. All right, that correct now. Low me see a man a bash I will always put low in on my side. Even though I know I'm play, one thing with him play, we understand say game not always play with heart. We play with technical and tactical ability. We put Damian low because he is not a man where not say I trust him.
Yeah, just I words really could have used. Brother, you forget Damian Lowe's performances in the big games when Jamaica call upon him. We don't talk about them little idiot small game, you know. My problem with Damian Lowe is not with them small game where we are playing with Nicaragua.
Of course, Damian come up to big in a big games. Come on, man.
Damian Lowe no show Damian Lowe is a liability in a big game, them brother. In a big game, them is a liability, dog.
All right. So
I don't know what more I need to see that.
Well, that is your opinion, right? That is your opinion. Me trust Damian running back. All right. So if Damian was able to play, I'm gonna put him running back with Holgate. If you ever start Holgate is new to the side, right? You can't put
Holgate say that drop Pinnock.
Pinnock no, wouldn't drop Pinnock. But listen, who has been our defender for the past 5 years now? Low know the ins and outs.
When Jamaica was shit.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
Low did it. Come on, man.
So, Carla, you say that drop Ethan Pinnock?
I would never drop Ethan Pinnock.
Oh.
But no, we never say nothing about Pinnock, but we never drop Pinnock. Because whenever low laps, Pinnock pick up. And when Pinnock laps, low pick up. But you can't have, if Bernard did fresh, no, would have dropped low. But him not fresh, him injured. So if low was fit and ready, would have put him in there. Because
you talk to me. You talk to me now, man.
Yeah, so
at least you know, say, with the strongest possible team, low enough for the night. We can agree on that.
All right, so that is you. But
we can't know, but you just say you that drop low for Bernard.
Yeah, because no, listen why mother, because me trusting low doesn't mean say me dash away Bernard, you know, or dash away anybody, you know. It's just that me I say, we would never easily dash low. That is my point. Never easily dash low. But Bernard is more a solid man. He have technical ability and tactical ability, but he also give you that low. He not back down from a challenge. He always there, right? So that correct. So 2 points correct. The last thing I'm gonna say. You see not that previous caller. The other caller when say about the whole when I think the president Brazil make mention about football here. Make me stick with that caller there. Don't put politics in my mobile game. Yeah, I understand it's probably it's opinion. Yeah, it's your opinion, but don't come across that you want to give the football nation an idea. Come on, we don't want to politicize the football. And you know, if once that reach this, the whole football get corrupt. So that was 3 points. Me have a next point to me that correct, you know. But as I say, the all right. See next thing I want to say now. The fourth and final one. Man mention about Demar Gray, Seams, I use the word. You know, seems at his best because Leon Bailey. You know, when I time that think about it, come here say, whenever Bailey on the field, him normally Bailey have some good long range pass. When I talk about chemistry, when you have chemistry, you know which part of man there, you don't have to think twice. I think Damian Gray and Bailey have that. And to see that Tyreek Magee, you know, I think Tyreek Magee would you see a bar whenever they I think they make a counter attack. And Tyreek Magee was a part of it. You see him make a diagonal pass where he drop right pan Gray.
Yeah, me see that too.
And Gray slip. Hush baller. Probably Bailey can make that diagonal pass. Pinpoint. I don't see nobody. Palmer, sometime. And me believe say you want a calm head in the midfield. And Tyreek Magee give you that. I mean, the man touch how him create the window of him being available. So, you know, when he pass the ball and create that window there, say, see me again. Palmer in McClaren Park, him very active. Magee, 2 different style of baller. Magee give that cool head, turn him, see you, one pass. And the pass is right by your foot. So, what may I say? I believe that Coach McClaren should just try and put him in the McClaren Park, because he was in the McClaren Park when, if you remember the game with Costa Rica, and I mean, it was phenomenal. Magee. Yeah, man. Magee. Yeah, man. Phenomenal. So,
and he's more mature now, so I feel he's ready.
Yeah, man. Him ready, man. So when me say for Monday, me look forward Monday now, Magee start. And I mean, I think that position there, when at the Nicaragua game, I think it's he might play well there. But I never
it works because it allows him and Bobby Reid to interchange. So him can play wide, Bobby Reid can play 10. Bobby Reid can play wide, Bobby Reid can play 10. So it's not a case of one of them dead stamp in the white position or the 10 position.
Yeah.
But depending on the context of the game, then can swap. You see me, bro? So I kind of like the dynamic there.
Yeah, man.
I don't think Cephas is intelligent enough to have that dynamic with with Magee, and I don't think Norman Campbell is intelligent enough to have that dynamic. So having Bobby Reid and Tyreek Magee on that side, it'll work. I like it.
Brilliant. You make mention somebody. Say Norman Campbell. All right, Norman Campbell. Norman Campbell now. I'm not a fan of his football game.
Same.
Norman Campbell is a man who I mean, me not bash him because some of the things that him do me can't do. But this is your work. So you move so his touches them is not clean. He collect the ball and push it. Him just fast, just like Cephas. Realize that when Magee come off I feel there was a total ball game. The ball game changed so don't till blank answer that. The ball game changed completely. You know see now a whole attack. Realize that the goal that score, Magee was a part of it. Magee never made the assist, but him started. If I check back it.
Yeah. But we have to wrap up now. So we'll get your prediction
right,
for the
so
game.
good.
And then we'll get
That's all me have to say, man. Respect, isn't it?
We'll get your prediction for the game.
Prediction for the game?
Yeah.
I believe 2-1 in favor of Jamaica.
Alright, cool. Big up yourself, actually.
Yeah.
Oh. 1 Peter, why pre?
Wow, what you say? Bless up, gentlemen. Bless, man. Why
Bless up,
if why good enough presser? Well, me don't know if you see the same Jamaica game what me say now. Because in reality, in the second half, Nicaragua was pressing us harder. And if them striker did have compass on them foot, them would have scored probably 2-3 goals. In addition to the saves, the brilliant saves by the great goalkeeper, Blake. You understand? Because the fact of the matter is, but I can't put my finger on it, but it's like, in the second half, we never play good. We wasn't playing good. We wasn't playing good. I don't know if we agree or disagree, but that was not a typical tool of victory. It's a team where probably, the game could have easily draw or even Nicaragua winning that game. And Nicaragua is not as talented as Honduras who are going to play Monday. You understand? Because the game against Honduras, we'll pull out and win. Right? Honduras got some great opportunities. Numerous opportunities against us, whereas that game could have gone either way. But thank God, God is up on our side and we win the game there. You understand? No, in terms of McClaren Rudolph Austin second. What's his name again? The defender who now play again. Low.
Yeah.
Low is a fraud, man. We don't know say Low is a fraud from yesterday. Yeah, understand? Him know him father. The man is a fraud from yesterday. And I ask a question. Why them never start?
Yeah, Peter, if he's a fraud, no like father, like son, man.
Me not say that, man, because a different era that.
I got you.
Yeah. But nothing for nothing. You know what tactics I think could have worked for the Jamaica squad is one similarly used in the greatest English team in football, Nottingham Forest right now. Whereas, you know how Forest play a tale of two halves. Whereas if them start the game with more defensive style players, and depending upon how the game go, it's like they make a complete change in the second half. Make it more attacking. You understand? Or sometimes them start with an attacking force and then at the second half. So it's like fresh players out there, so. You understand? And I think I mean, for example, after the first half, I think they should have made changes up front, take off the goal stealer there, the one who who steal the goal.
Yes, it's not a goal poacher, it's a goal stealer.
Goal stealer, man. Which goal scorer, man? Tell me, say you wouldn't vex if I hear a goal that going and the man just take a lick cheap.
No, now Jamaicans say prevention better than cure. So,
but again, it was almost offside. So you can imagine if he was, it's a matter of inches where it wasn't offside in that case, you know. You understand? And the reason why it never even come to the forefront is because them not have no VAR. You understand? So me not believe in taking them the chance. If ball are going at the net, left it backside, make it go in at the net, man. You understand? I wasn't impressed with Williams. And I believe personally.
Hold on. You repeat?
Again, I'm going to repeat it good. Right? And I don't know if you can see sign. I don't know if I sign language. Right? I don't know if I real sign languages, but in other words, what I say is, me personally wasn't impressed with him game. And I know how pressure stay when it come to Mikel Antonio.
The first man on YouTube me here said them never impressed by Romario Williams. Everybody give Romario Williams them impressed in that game against Nicaragua.
Yeah. Sure. Name one thing him do that was phenomenal on the field.
Bro, the man hold up play, that is what was needed. You are coming for replace Mikel Antonio. You need to bring that hold up play. He brought that and he brought his teammates into the game as well. Look how much time Romario Williams hold up the ball and later after Bobby Reed and later after Tyreek Magee finding himself in a space as well.
So hold on. You're telling me the few times him hold up the ball it would have given a better certainly his performance would have been better than Mikel Antonio. And that you realize a pressure.
And the same thing Antonio do and you say not good enough.
But
and don't tell me him score a goal because I thief the goal from Greg Lee, brother.
Yeah.
Oh boy. Thief the
goal. Thief the goal.
Yo, not name thief goal in the football. You score the goal, Not thief goal about this. You score the goal, Because hold on, you sound unfair now. If you never score the goal, hold on. If you never say for example, the ball
going.
Hold on, Peter, hold on. Say for example, they blow the ball away on a different way. And the man never got attempt it. Same one with a customer and say, yo, the man now attempt to get by the end of the ball area. Goal is a goal, brother.
The moment him thief the goal, him know what him do, brother. And see one shame for score.
You know me know say, yo, hold on. You know me know say him never thief the goal because when the ball did come cross, Greg Lee look cross to see if I did outside.
No, brother, watch your style, yeah. It can't. Greg Lee could have outside from the corner. It's a corner take Greg Lee bucky ball, it can go straight in the goal.
No.
I should have outside and touch it and see if it comes in eruption anymore.
Hey, what am I looking at? Am I look to see when Williams touch it? If Williams are offside. You understand? And that pressure.
Yes, but that's what I'm saying. But him never look visibly upset because he get the goal. The man that business about who scored the goal. You see, you're so unfair. Let me tell you unfair. So unfair. When I watch Premier League, I watch Man City and them team. Any ball will glance across the face of goal early now and get on the end of that, bro. No matter if ball look like it on target, the man get on the end of that. That is the job of a striker. When Anthony Marshall used to play for United people, the man stand up like a statue in the 18-yard box. I not say Rasmus Island is the best striker ever, but look how much time Rasmus Island try to get on the end of one ball. Look how much time Zersky try to get on the end of one ball, even though it look like it on target. It better you're safe than sorry. That is the job of a striker. Get on the end of chances, and he did that. That is his job. You not stand up and say, "Oh, you look like it's going." You make sure that going as a striker, bad man. I'm telling you foolishness.
But presser, when you look on the trajectory of that ball, you know, I want
to care about the trajectory of the ball. I care about the ball going in the back of the net, and Romario Williams did put the ball in the back of the net.
I want the Hurricane Milton could have blown that ball out of the rotted net. You understand? Yeah, but I have a new name for Williams, man. I'm going to start calling him Trumpy because the man is a thief and Thief, my big
nobody
man.
Nobody attached that name the team, man.
Man, vex, brother. And see, man.
Peter, the man never thief no goal. That is the job of a striker because any him never get on the end of that and somehow it never
Really?
score.
If he never go to the end of this one, yeah, I talk about wow, this shot what take. If he never go and touch it, the good ball are going same way. You understand?
Me not argue that, you know, but
Yes,
I'm saying, what if it never go that way? What if it never go that way and him never attempt it? We see him with a customer and say, yo, you're supposed to get on the end of them chances there. You get me? I say?
No, but if I'm going to tell you, if this what would happen, if him sit a goal, he would have even go much harder. You understand?
Yo, Peter, you hear me? I say, we don't have no Ronaldo in other team when he might go on the most when I'm on TV. Man have close to 1,000 goals and still upset when I'm on TV in goal. Come on.
Yeah. And another thing I touch. Magee play okay. But you know what I wasn't really impressed about. If you watch how him play the ball, most of the time him get it upper closer to the box and then him turn back. How much time him turn back in the game?
You see, yeah, be unfair again. Whenever Tyreek Magee, hold on.
Yeah.
Whenever Tyreek Magee got the ball and him turn it back, you know, you realize how much defenders from Nicaragua was in front of him and how many Jamaican players was in the same across from Tyreek Magee as well. You can't go run down yourself now and blind alley and then lose the ball. The man turn back the ball and find a pass to him Jamaican teammate and then he can reset the play and go forward. So I never like say him just wastefully turn back the ball. No, nobody never in front of him more.
There are several occasions in that game where him not on and press. Nobody not press him and him turn back and go across the field. You understand? As an attacking midfielder, like my great baller from Nottingham Forest, you understand? The English international, right? Them man there, latch on the ball, them are go straight towards goal. And a midfield gives wide play, you know. Attacking midfield, you know. And that them man are supposed to do. You tell me which great or good attacking midfielder. Especially when you have like two defenders, but when you have the entire right side clear, you now go inside and only two defenders up there, so you go face. You got to take a chance because you know, say the cavalry are come down the field.
When Magee did that, we did a lead at the time, so you don't think we're away from home. Calm down the game.
Yeah, but we're leading 1-0.
A whole lot of time we see Jamaican midfielders try to do that pass that is not on. They don't have the ability to do it. And we lose the ball and we see him one as pants vex. I said Jamaica can't keep the ball. We don't have no ball retention. Them can't keep possession. We argue with the ball for when you are win. So I think Magee played an overall brilliant game. I don't see not one thing Magee do well.
Dicanio, the fact that he was involved in two goals, I'm not saying no more.
Hey?
May I say to Dicanio, the fact that he was involved in 2 goals, I'm not saying nothing more surrounding that. I'm not go mids. Sometimes we don't have a mid performance too deep.
Me get that. Me get that. I'm involved in the 2 thing there. All right, but my final point, I'm going to ask you this. Oh, tell me exactly your guys' opinion of how Jamaica really played that second half, allowing Nicaragua to get so many opportunities against us.
What do you call so many opportunities? What kind of clear-cut chance them create other than the bicycle?
No, not only the bicycle. Look how much time when the man...
Hold on. This is like with football now, Peter.
Going at the middle. When I'm going at the middle. Eh?
But none of them never threaten we like that or some long rangers, and when I see nothing we threaten we other than when the man bust the ball through idiot Damian Low Salad and kick the ball on the edge of the box and Blake save it, and then the man then goes to boops and loop it over and the man bicycle it. That was the only threatening period of the game we could have said Nicaragua could have scored. Apart from that, some long range shot them a kick and some weak shot where Andre Blake will gobble up every day.
All right, but let's hear what I said. The point where I try to make, you're right where that is concerned. But if it's a better team like Honduras, they latch on those balls. You understand? Jamaica would have been in trouble.
But here's how I have to complete with that now. If it was a better team, we would have played better players. So Lembikisa would have been on the field. Mikel Antonio would have been on the field. Casey Palmer would have been on the field. That is more experience. That is more exposure. That is more know-how. So obviously the coach trusted this team to go out there and get the victory. So we have to look on it the way they too.
Well, I agree. Because I was wondering why it is he sort of pretty much change up the team, which it makes sense. But based upon the rank of Nicaragua, we should have looked much better than that. Me not saying a lot.
Say that
yes, you know.
Victory. Hold on, the person. Walk with that 2-0 victory. When me and see Algrims not play Dominica, we are strong against Dominica. When me and see Algrims not play Dominican Republic, one love, we are win. We are finding it hard to even kick some shots off a goal. So we don't have a problem with we are going away to Nicaragua and win 2-0 comfortably with Blake have to make a one save like him always have to make the one save.
Make a one save, yeah,
true. A big team, or him play against a little team, him always have to make this one save where everybody has say, Boomba Blake, you're a killer. Yeah. So that is just a norm for Jamaican football right now, bro.
Peter, before we get to the next caller, what I want to say to the viewers, we need to stop being fooled by this rankings thing where we see a team around 155 or 160. Hey boy. Fling. No, listen. I understand, say. Hold on. I understand, say, the quality of opposition is obviously not at our level or even better. But you still have play against a level, man. You get me? I say, and teams knowing the quality of you and what you have at your disposal, they're still going to make it difficult. And you're playing away from home to Nicaragua. How many teams in the Premier League go away from home and play the perfect game or close to a perfect game? Not many teams do that. Only like teams like Arsenal or City, and sometimes, them even can play the football with them want. And sometimes we analyze football. To me, sometimes we analyze football too deep. Bro, we need to focus more on the results. Yes, you focus on the style of play and how the team play as well. But results is the most important thing. And if you have to go sit back sometimes, if you have to go defend out the game, and you have to look at one goal and you have to defend it out, then you just have to do that, brother. You get me? I say, the midfield for me, it was an issue against Nicaragua. I'm not going to brush that under the rug. You see me? I say, but I think it was an all right game. Teams always are going to take shot. The man them take some shot from far out, and the keeper, he's a part of the team. That's why I'm here. Some people have this convo about, the keeper is supposed to make them save them because they're not supposed to take them shot in their faces. What do you mean? When I go shot for anywhere, brother, keeper part of the team as well. I have to make them save the one ball coming from long. I see the man tip it over. Next one on the ground, I see him stretch over, and you see me, and then the bicycle kick and him make a good double save. So, I overanalyze the thing too much, Peter. Big man thing.
Yeah, man. But I want to ask one question. What really go on with Mason Greenwood and the paperwork? I think they were there already.
No, man. Yeah, you heard them
update.
And them thing there. Yeah, man. Now we are next year. That so take
we are next year. All right.
Yeah, look for maybe June them time.
See, okay, and the same thing with Nelson.
But I know about the Nelson one. The Nelson one, we don't even know if him documentation submitted, but we know said the Greenwood documentation submitted already. So I just not matter of time. But you take your mind off of Greenwood till next year, June them time.
All right. Yeah, man, well, as I'm there for the World Cup next in 2 years. All right, gentlemen, bless up. All right.
Yeah.
I remember true Reds, not foreign.
Reviewer. So we'll kind of have to go, but we're 3 days wait longer to get on. Sorry about that still. You see me? Reviewer, why pre? Mike,
yes, good night. It's night where I'm. Thanks for having me.
Yeah,
man. Big up. Go through.
Regarding Tyreek Magee, he played well. However, in general, I do not trust Jamaican people's judgment regarding assessment of players. You understand? So when I see people, ranting and raving, I tend to kind of he played well. He did not do anything that a soccer player should not be able to do. Hopefully he get more games, so we can see if he's consistent. You understand? Because you cannot be a flash in the pan. You have to be consistent. But I have a question. Tyreek Magee, I firmly believe that people with money will pay good money for services. And if they're not paying you, then something is generally wrong. So with that said, why is Tyreek Magee playing in the USL if he's all of what Jamaican people are making him out to be? Why is he in the USL?
All right, my thing to that is right because this is a Reggae Boyz channel, and I'm a company for talk. Obviously, the club football has a lot to do with why they are selected. But what I am going to look at is his performances for the national team. That is what I really care about. I don't care. A man could not play in a fifth year of Serbia. You see, if once he put on a Jamaican shirt, he might play well. And that me I go judge him based on. No, his selection, a lot of people would say was valid, was not valid. No, the reason why he was selected is because the coach said he want a classic number 10. Him don't know a lot of the classic number 10s what the country have to offer.
Yes.
Grand Garden suggested him. He had a look at him, watch a couple of games, and say, "Yeah, man, this player, more have to give him a chance." Right? No, it's not as if it's a new player. Tyreek Magee played in our last World Cup qualifiers when we were trying to get to the last World Cup as a young 19-year-old or 18-year-old at the time. Right? So it's not like he's new to this national team. He was selected for the game where we did play Canada at home, where we lose 2-0. He was a part of the squad, even though he never did feature. Right? But the last time him feature was in the qualifiers period. When we've seen him play, he had played well. Right? He's on farm. He have 3 goals, I must say, an assist in, I must say, 13 games in country. Not country, team club. He might play well. So I would say he deserved that call up based off what the coach was looking for. Because I don't see any other number 10 out there that is better, offers better. Right? No. For yesterday, I will give him a chance. Now, when he came into the team, he played against Nicaragua. He played well. So I'm going to see why we need to reel up about Magee. Let's say, I agree if you're going to say, he need to show it more consistently. Some man saying play around 13 games for Jamaica and want to score a goal. All right, I understand all of that. But at the end of the day, based off his last set of performances that I've seen, and this performance, I would say that he cemented his spot so far in this 24-man squad. Now, all him have to do is build on that. We need to see him build on that. Right? Next time Jamaica pick a squad, I expect Tyreek Magee to be in it. Because he performed so well. It was so refreshing to see a player not rushing the football, not giving the ball away, affecting the game. And that is something that Craig Butler said all the time. Not Craig Butler. Steve McClaren said a lot in his press conference, right? He needs to affect the games. And Tyreek Magee said it in his interview as well. So it's very clear that Steve McClaren has drilled it in Tyreek Magee's ear that yes, you have the quality, but you need to be affecting the game in the final third. And he did that against Nicaragua. So instead of as a nation, we try to bash or question his the reason why he's in the national team. Let's look at what he's done. Let's support him. And he died clearly as talent. Must see the man play some passes when only must see a play. But see a whole lot of Premier League players themselves are playing those passes. So if we can help him to build on this, why not support him? Why he not 25 going more mature? Let's support him, let's push him, and him supposed to start to play. Let's see it.
Yes, no, like I said before, he must give him ample opportunity to be consistent, so he must get the number of games so we can see him over time, because I've never really seen him before, but I was making the point that let's not go overboard. You understand? Let's not go overboard. And regarding Nicaragua and the chances that they had, it seemed to me that Jamaican people do not respect opponents. You play against an opponent, they're going to create some chances.
I agree.
The previous caller is they keep on going on. They keep on going on about the opponent and the opponent this and the opponent that, and it's as if the Jamaican team is playing against mannequins who will not make tackles, will not try to score. You know, you have to respect your opponent, and we will assess a game, and one of our players will be double teamed or triple teamed, and because of that player does not show up on the box score, and we do not look at what the opposing team is doing to the player, we will just say the player is not playing well. It's as if when we assess the game, we do not take the entire game into consideration, and it is so annoying. You know what I mean? Someone who just look at the game from an analytical point of view and respect the opponent and try to see what the opponents are doing versus what you must do to kind of overcome what they're doing. It is so annoying sometimes when I listen to the commentary regarding the team. You know, because, for example, Demarai Gray, for example, when Demarai Gray had the ball, he was being triple teamed. Should he run over the triple team, or should he pass the ball out of the triple team? I say pass the ball out of the triple team. You know, you're not going to show up on the box score, but you know you're on the field and you command a certain level of respect. That should be acknowledged. You know, so you know what I mean. It's just annoying sometimes the way all the game is assessed. You know what I mean. Sometimes if you don't have that player who attracts a certain level of attention, the other players on the team, you know, will not have any room to maneuver. So, what are your thoughts surrounding that?
Yeah, go through, person.
In terms of my opinion, I get what you're saying. Sometimes we have to take into consideration the opponent and how, you know, they would have set up to nullify us. You know what I'm saying? But there's still a responsibility of a player, especially depending on the position that he plays, to maintain a average or above average game. I get me, I said, Dicanio, like you still need to try your best to find openings. You still need to try find passes in behind and try find your runners in behind in the channels, etc., etc. Which Demarai Gray hasn't been particularly good at that since recently, you know. And I think Demarai Gray is maybe a one-trick pony, people, and it's not a disrespect to him. That's always been Demarai Gray. He's just a direct player, and oftentimes you just now go get the opportunity to be as direct in certain spaces against the opposition team. Whereas Leon Bailey, if you look at the profile of Leon Bailey, he can be direct, but he also can take the ball and go into spaces and find his teammates, etc., etc. Demarai Gray, not so much. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion surrounding it.
Because I am of the view that, you know, Leon, I am of the view that Leon Bailey often gets a bad rap when he plays for the national team because he commands so much attention and
well, me not go buy that in a color. Reason being, you know, the reason I'm not buy that, people say Leon Bailey is world class. Craig Butler go as far as say after Messi and Ronaldo retire, I'm gonna be the best player in the world. So my expectancy surrounding Bailey is that, I have to be careful because I feel Max up in life now, but my expectancy of Bailey is that if he's the best player, one of the best players in the world in his respective position, I could have 10 man draw down for you. You have to shift all that of them for me. Sorry, because I'm seeing Messi do it already, so Bailey have to do it. Is it me?
Yes, but you know, we cannot judge a player based on what, you know, his agent says, that
but Leon Bailey has also stated, Leon Bailey did state, Carla, in an interview. But hold on, Carla, Leon Bailey.
I want to be judged.
But watch you know, in an interview, Leon Bailey did state that when him not play, Jamaica not play good.
Go ahead.
As if to make it seem like, oh, whenever him play, Jamaica is always at their best. No, that's not the case.
Well, yeah.
But that's objectively not correct, you know, because the team has been playing well. The team has been playing well while he's not there. So, you know, he brings something to the team, you know. But the team will play well, you know, when he's not there. In responding to Flavor Max, I am not negative towards Magee. What I have said, he should get ample opportunity to maximize his potential, you know. However, we have not been good in assessing players. That's a fact. You know, Jamaicans will rant and rave about a particular player, and when the player go overseas, the player does not perform. You know what I mean? You know, so I'm just saying that
you know,
we have to be, circumspect and measured in our praise. That's all I'm saying.
What I will say, Carla, reviewer, to wrap up, you know, so oftentimes Jamaican fans, them say certain stuff and them do certain stuff, and people make it seem like it's only unique to us, but you have enough players in England and different country where left and go different league, area, and them no work out. You know, players will always fail. You know, that's just the nature of the beast, you know. So, you know, man fail, man succeed. You know, you try to make the program them better in terms of youth development, etc., grassroots program. But enough man the academy in England, the best of the best academies, and them can't make it easy in football. Enough man drop down to the championship, League 1, League 2. It's just part of the game. It's part of the ecosystem. You get me, I say?
All right, so we have around 5 minutes, guys.
Yes, I agree with that.
A reply. Make we get Flavor Max and Sway Max to say. Keep it short. Here's Flavor Max.
All right. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man. Big up reviewer.
Yeah, man. Big up on yourself. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, good.
So, based on the Magee thing, I just want to say this. I don't have a problem with Stammer or anybody who have their own views when it comes to when him said that he should get more time to prove himself, etc., etc. I don't have a problem with that part of the comment. But I don't like when he used the league that the player is playing in to judge the talent. And he used this line more than one time on different shows. If he's so good, why is he playing in the USL? I don't like that line. Because, you see, you can't always judge a player based on where he's playing. Sometimes some players are better than the league that they're in. And even in life, sometimes you're in a situation that you're better than the situation in life in general. And it just takes time to get out of that situation and to be at a level where you actually should be, where your talent match the level. So for example, he was in Europe, but for whatever reason, circumstances, changes of coach, didn't get the opportunity, it didn't work out, and then he's back in the USL. Nothing is wrong with starting all over again. But if you know Tyreek Magee and if you have been following his career, it was never talent. It was never talent. In fact, it is well known that people say it was because of his work rate why he's not further and why he's probably back in the USL. But that has been like 4 or 5 years. He was young. And if people are like how I am, every day I try to grow and learn something new. And that's how I judge people. And I judge Magee like that. I believe, especially as a footballer, you'll want to learn and you want to improve every day. And then get the call up. And in the first game, you're going to judge him based on that. Based on what you have seen, you can see that he would have grown from when he was like 4 years ago. For example, people say he never used to chop back, he never used to run, the work rate was on the down low. He did all of that in the game against Nicaragua. So I think you should judge him based on that and stop use the league to judge him. Again, you know, Tyreek Magee came up in a time when number 10 is a dying breed. That would have affected him too. People don't look at that, you know. Magee, if Magee came up in a time when number 10 was seen as the luxury player, Magee would have probably a millionaire to the day. But he came up. It's so unfortunate that the football changed while he was coming up. For example, a number 10 is required to be a number 10 with the creativity, the touch, everything, but still have to possess number 6 skills in today's number 10. And that's when it changed, the game changed on Magee. So when the game changed now, Magee have to change back with the game. But him just never changed fast enough because they were teaching him that while playing Manning Cup. So he's now changing with the game. And it happens in every sports, you know. You know, it have some players, especially in basketball, where the game changed, where the game used to play underneath the hoop. Now it is playing away from the hoop. Some players who would have make it then couldn't make it now, you know. I just said go. You have to have the ability to change because things change. And I think the number 10 role changed in a time when Magee was coming up. If it never changed, Magee would have been a millionaire.
Mm-hmm. 3 positions change a whole lot in world football. The wing back position, the 10,
exactly,
and the goalkeeper.
Yes. And all right, for example, then I don't cut you. Very good point. When Pep came to Manchester City, one of the best keeper in England at the time was Joe Hart. And the first player that him get rid of was Joe Hart. Because football was changing at that time, where you need a keeper to use his feet. It doesn't mean that Joe Hart was not a good keeper. He was just it's a circumstances of the change how the game changed.
Mm-hmm.
The positional football.
And more add something as well. Yeah, you're right in that. And even say like the game that changed at that point is more like Pep changed the game. You see me? Kind of like saying book up and change the game.
Exactly. So when you look at Bellingham is not a traditional 10, you know. Bellingham is a 10 that have number 6 attributes. Even in basketball again, look at the youth we play number 4, that tall brother. No, not him. That play for Lakers. He should be a traditional number 5 center, you know, but he's playing as a 4. The game changed. Where you see a center taking cheese now. If you're a center in basketball and you can't take a 3-point shot, you know, you probably don't have a career in basketball. So it's the same thing that affected Magee, and I don't think people realize that. When Magee was coming up and to start make his mark on real football, the game changed where you have to have that work rate as a number 10. And now he's developing that and he catching up with the time. So it's not a matter of, if he's so good, why is he still playing in USL? Sometimes as a live go, you have to make adjustment and nothing is wrong with rewind, catch yourself and come back again. And that's him I do. You understand? So Stammer, give the ball a chance. And we're all watching with positive eyes and positive mind. But I come and say, yo, if he's so good, why I'm still playing at USL? If Ravel Mari is so good as everybody say, even Alex Ferguson, why is not at a big club looking to retire and millions? Circumstances. It doesn't mean that he's not talented. And I could say that with a lot of other sports stars.
Before we wrap up, Flavor, like me, the recent player come to mind was where keeper where did win the Champions League with Chelsea a couple years ago named Mendy. Before Mendy go Chelsea, like Mendy never did play on a top league, you see me? You know, I think at one point in an interview he said like he never did have hopes of even making it because at his age, when he kind of did start off, it's like you get me as a Flavor, it's not the normal age I keep out that start off, you see me I say? And him going for win the Champions League, him decided, you know, I make some big money. And you know, the downfall of him at Chelsea was, you know, you question it, but still, at least he makes some of himself. He did play at the highest level, you know. So even Tyreek Magee for the back of one season, him can easily move. I mean, I was listening to a live stream with Shamar Nicholson, and he must say, Shamar Nicholson, I say, yo, when him get scouted from Boystown and go a Charlotte, right? Man say, he Max the man who scout him, say like, why you scout me? No, him that playing on Jamaica game, I believe. Or something like so. And him said to the man, say, yo, me never do nothing much in that game. Why you scout me? And the man I say, well, you did a press and I kind of like that, rare, you know. So Magee doesn't know. He might not know who I watch him, but him just have to give him best performance and you never know. Like, look, man, Karim Dixon as well. Him just left the JPL after one season and got Charlton Athletic, you know? Exactly. So, Magee's, once he's at the age where him have age for himself in terms of youth and youthfulness, etc., him can make it even further, you know what I mean? So, well, I'm going to put no flavor.
Yeah, man, you can't make it. But big up on yourself, when I want to take it up. But don't judge somebody based on where they are playing or where they are at in life. You know? Yeah. It's like seeing somebody left high school and say, if you're so brilliant, why are you packing bag in a supermarket? Circumstances. It doesn't mean that person ability or knowledge or academic accolade is packing bag at a supermarket. Circumstances. Big up on yourself.
Come on, Phil. Big up. RN, how your name go? RN Hor? Name the two weird RN. RN, me I call it, registered nurse. don't know things it. But big up yourself. People, reach the end of the show. But before we leave, people, just go ahead and smash that like button. Also, hit that subscribe button as well. Leave your thoughts. Well, I can end, but leave your final thoughts in the comment section, people. Two more things.
Subscribe. Hold on. If you don't subscribe, you end up on the channel for so long, brother. Just hit the red button, dog. Another thing as well. Those of you guys, majority of you guys on Gunner's channel, I'm gonna go over to Personal channel. I'm gonna give dog a subscribe, like up the video as well. And yeah, bro. It's a collaboration, so we could just make both of the channels and do well. You see me? You like up the video of Personal channel and subscribe.
And a couple last things before we give the intro and the star of the week as well. I'm just play these last couple clips.
We go for England-based players that are rejects.
But Mr. Wint, by the way, what I read said he never had an agreement with Leon to call Kai.
Yeah, we just believe, bro. They get me. No matter nobody tell you, bro. Like, when me go Slovenia, people tell me say better me go USL, cause them never hear about Slovenia. You get me? I'm go Slovenia, bro. And from the Slovenia after the truth, bro, for sure you how nobody never believe in Slovenia. I'm sure, bro. Watch out. That's why I'm sure, say, bro. I'm sure your life. I'm sure your life funny. So then I go Slovenia.
26-year-old Kyle Butler threw his weight around in his first ever local Premier League game. Butler, who was based overseas for most of his junior years, called time on his playing career back in 2020 after failing to make an appearance for Austrian second division side SC Austria Lustenau. Before that, he played in 2 games for the ill-fated national under-20 team that failed at the first hurdle to qualify for the 2020 Olympic Games. But with Phoenix Academy, which is now run by his father Craig, now involved with the Premier League through Vere United, Butler sees it fitting to add the league to his resume.
My experience is that it's a good level. It's way better than where it was a couple years ago, and it's going in the right direction. But our team, we just need to be more patient, and we'll get it right in the games to come.
Clearly not yet at his fittest.
But yeah, people, that's it. In terms of the star of the week, we did the punk of the week yesterday. Alan Nano Skill Cole got the punk of the week, and the star of the week goes to none other than the man himself, Tyreek Magee. Don't know what things that are the people. Like up the live stream, hit that subscribe button, reach the end of the show. Thank you for the continuous support. Big up to Tyreek Magee, people. Big up to the Reggae Boyz. And we never get to cover our potential lineup, but Dicanio, we can just drop one lineup on the respective community. You get me, I say? And just take it from there. So, but once again, people, big up. Before we end, let me just give you guys the outro.
No matter where you do, you know, say that we can't